Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he wouldn't never have to fight again because that exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good, Just Do family? How y'all feeling on this good Tuesday? We back to build on this boxing and give it its just due, how we always do. How y'all feeling today, man? Smash the like button for your boys, sub to the channel, turn your notifications on. And if you gave me your size for a shirt, make sure I have some type of contact information or mailing address, should I say, so I can get your shirt out to you, man. Appreciate everybody supporting this here grind, and we are going to keep building, man, one brick at a time, man. But we going to get to it. We going to build on this boxing for a little bit today, man. We got a little bit to talk about, or a lot of bit to talk about, depending on how you look at it, right? So we going to build, man. Where we at on the likes? We getting closer to 1 million. I know it. Jordan, my dog, what's good with it, bro? Shay with peace to the queen. How you feeling today, my dog? Mike, what's good with it, Brody? How you feeling? Barbara D, my boxing mom, is in the building. How you doing? How you doing? Fight, sport, talk. What up with it, bro? How you feeling? Shout out to my guy, Mike Kirkland, man. Always good to see you, bro. Reef, what it do, my guy? Sheldon, what's good with it, family? It looks like BLK Prime got another big time fight. Wilder. Yeah, Wilder is gracing the platform. Ozell, what it do? Tio gonna fight early back fighter in 2030. I'm telling you. We're gonna talk about a few things, man. I just had to address this because this dude really, really makes it his business to go in on fighters. It seemed like that he has no intention on fighting as it pertains to Teofimo. You get what I'm saying? Z in the building. What's good, fam? Yeah, he continues to not even troll, just talk crazy, and he always got, he's just always super critical of his peers or the fighters, the people that he should be fighting. You know what I mean? All the cloud chasing and just the trash talk, right? I would love for this dude to fight these guys, right? I say this to y'all all the time, man. The dude is talented. This is why it's so confusing and annoying at the same time, bro. Like, Fight these people. Fight them. Haney so soft, he so this and that. Won't you fight him? You in a position to fight him. Remember, you was clout chasing Terrence Crawford, talking about you was going to go to 54 and fight him. Remember that? You damn idiot. Won't you fight? He going to be at 47. Like, won't you fight him? Meet him in the middle. Do something. Seriously, bro. The sideline trash talk is beyond me, yo. It's pissing me off because you got all the talent, but your mouth is running more than your hands. You know what I'm saying? More, you do more running of the mouth than you do fist flying. You get what I'm saying? I'm a little annoyed by it, bro. Gotta learn to give people their credit, man. You be trashing fighters and talking crazy, but you got beat up by Kambosos. Like, you calling Haney soft, he beat Kambosos from pillar to post. I don't care if you didn't like the performance. I did. He beat him up the second time. He was putting hands on Kambosos, bloodied him, and all types of stuff. You get what I'm saying? You call this man soft. I'm tired of that lawsuit stuff, man. Get over it, bro. It was his dad pushing the lawsuit. Let's call it what it is. We know damn well who was facilitating that and pressing that issue. It wasn't Devin Haney. You get what I'm saying? Now, I get it. It's his situation still, but it was his dad pushing that. So it's time for us to let that go. It's over with. You know what I mean? Time to move on. But you can't call a man soft because he got beat by Ryan Garcia, because he got dropped a bunch of times by Ryan Garcia. Like, you got dropped and beat up by Kambosos, George Kambosos, a guy that Devin Haney beat 2 times in a row, 24 rounds, thoroughly outclassed him, outboxed him extremely easily. You get him, and you struggle. So what do that make you? You get what I'm saying? Shout out to my bro Mike Mazak in the Cash App for the 10-piece. Much love, bro.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your Jusdueboxing.
Shout out to Mike Mazak. Appreciate you, bro. Always supporting the grind. So while the fighting in the school basketball arena, Dante's Boxing Talk, my homie. What's good with it, bro? Mike Kirkland, my brethren, putting that color in the chat. Appreciate the 10-piece, homie. Rather give this to somebody real, unlike people like Marvin Stat. Shout out to my guy, man. You always supporting, day one supporter, man. Appreciate you always, just being a part of the build and constantly supporting the grind. Man, you truly appreciate it. And that goes for everybody that continues to, pull up and support the grind.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your Jusdueboxing.
Shout out to Mike Kirkland. Mike and Mike, my guys, both showing love. Appreciate y'all. So we going to talk about it, man. I got the clip. I'm the clip king. I got the little video of Teo going on his little rant. And again, man, look, everybody can have their opinions. I don't be tripping off that. I just get tired of, just hearing the constant, continuous, like, negative criticism. Bro, you can fight these people. You can fight these people. You keep talking about Shakur and his style. Bro, he challenged you to a fight at 140. He say he'll come to where you at. Why keep talking about how boring he is? Won't you show people how boring he is and he can't beat you? How about that? Everybody in boxing would respect that. If you accepted that challenge, whether he coming up or not, he will have no excuses that he would be able to make. He invited himself to 140 for an opportunity at you. So instead of getting in these interviews and behind these cameras and microphones talking crazy, won't you just accept the challenge? You and Devin Haney been had some y'all got unfinished business when he pressed you on camera. Devin Haney looked like he was ready to punch on you, bro. Won't you fight him? You get what I'm saying? He's soft, but he beat the stew out of Kambosos, who you got dropped and beat up by. You get what I'm saying? I'm sick of the constant bashing of the fighters. Y'all know I'm just due. I'm always going to fight this good fight. And I told y'all I'll do it for any fighter that's getting it undeservingly. Let the man bounce back, bro. So what he lost? So what? So what they was trying to sue? I don't care. Let him bounce back. It happens, bro. You was allowed to bounce back from Kambosos, right? You was allowed to bounce back from that. You had you had one of your best wins after losing to Kambosos. Get what I'm saying? You had one of your best wins. So just keep winning. Focus up. Stop slandering these fighters unless you're going to get in a ring with them. That's what I'll be wanting to hear. All the criticism, the sideline criticism is corny. Like, fight these dudes, bro. Him and Devin Haney make a great fight. You get what I'm saying? Him and Shakur at 140, if he was to take that, move up to 140 for one off to fight Teo, that'd be a risk. That'd be a great fight. That's all I'm saying. Instead of down talking these fighters, won't you talk about how you're gonna beat them? How y'all think, Devin Haney good? I'm gonna show y'all he not. Y'all think Shakur generational talent and best defense, this and that. I'm gonna show you he not. Right? That's the kind of talk I want to hear from fighters, because that's where you can prove it. You prove nothing by getting in these interviews, running your mouth about guys that you have no intent on fighting ever. Like, it's funny that you continue to talk wild about Shakur, but you won't just answer if you'll accept the challenge at 140. You won't answer that. You get what I'm saying? You're on record saying you won't never lace the gloves up with him no matter what. You on record. This is you. You're on record. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I say, man, I can't respect all the constant, continuous trash talk of the fighters. This dude is in this interview, talking about he do everything better than Crawford. You get what I'm saying? He said he do it bad. He called him crawfish. Like, he just really don't learn his lesson, bro. You got away with one, and yet and still you continue to, poke the hornet's nest. Leave Crawford alone, bro. He already let you know what was up. Stop trolling and focus on Barboza, bro. Focus on Barboza before you wind up with your ass kicked. Get what I'm saying? Focus on Barboza, who's currently trolling the hell out of you right now.
My name is Teofimo Lopez. I'm the greatest ever, man. I beat Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, and Canelo Alvarez. Man, let's go. I'm in my prime. Come on.
He killing him, yo. Barboza trolling him with the makeup and stuff, the eyeliner and all that shit he had. He killed him, man. So that's what you need to be focusing on. You get what I'm saying? That's what you need to be focusing on. Focus on your fight for you not make it to your fight. You get me? Instead of trolling all the guys that's doing better than you, you know what I mean? It's time for you to do something, man. You've been turning down fights left and right. Now you finally fighting a guy who you was been supposed to fight, but you was turning them down, so you never fought. Get what I'm saying? Make this stuff make sense. Take advantage of your talents. Actually make moves that would move you closer to being what you call yourself, the takeover, right? You really in a great position. I'm going to always say this about him because I'm a real one. Kid can fight. He just a turnoff as far as personality. He just don't know when to shut up. And his mouth always running. And again, I'm tired of all this. Oh, he's boring this, he's boring that. Beat him. If he's so boring, won't you beat him? He can't fight. He don't do nothing special. You know what I mean? Just beat him. All he got is, he jumping straight back. Just beat him. That's what I want to hear. All that one up. Oh, he's boring. Beat him. Beat him. That's all. Just beat him. Till him learn how to cut the ring off yet, or he's still undefeated in hypothetical fights against Black Americans. You got it. That second part, Reap. Cal Cooler, blessings, family. How you feeling, Mr. and Pride in the building? What it do, homie? What it do? What it do? You're gonna be preaching to yourself, Southpaw. But let's get back to what I was saying. So again, instead of having so much criticism for guys that you actually can get in the ring with, won't you try challenging these dudes? Won't you try accepting challenges? Won't you try stepping on shit? Get what I'm saying? The world will respect you if you beat Devin Haney. Nobody discredit you for that. You the first guy to beat Shakur Stevenson. You'll get a lot of respect. That'll be hands down one of your best wins, if not your best win on your resume currently right now. You get me? So that's what I want to hear. Let's BS talk. Let's trash talk more. I'm gonna get in there and beat his ass. Oh, you talking about coming up to 140? Man, you can't even handle them guys down there at 35. You know what I mean? Challenge accepted. You get what I'm saying? Start talking something, shit with substance. That's all. Like I'm cool with some good trash talk, right? I'm good with that. I love it, but let it be some substance behind it. He don't got no substance behind the shit he talk. He just talk. You get what I'm saying? It just get to a point where it get redundant. It's the same old, same old. You get what I'm saying? Pladboy plays. What it do, homie? How you feeling? It's in Pride in the building. Was good with it. So yeah, man, it's all about proving that shit. And no matter what you saying about these guys, the real question, it always remains, do you have any intent on fighting these guys? Or are you going to continue to bring up their names and in a bad light, in a negative light, complaining about how much they get paid and, this guy is soft, this guy's boring. I'm better than Crawford. I'm better than this. I'm better than that. Nobody getting beat up and dropped by Kambosos is better than Crawford. I don't give a damn. Everybody can have it. Yeah, you had an off night. The off nights happen. But damn it, nobody that has that kind of performance against Kambosos and get punched around by him has any shot in hell at beating the Terence Crawford, in my opinion. You get what I'm saying? That call out was never real. It was never real. And that's another thing he admitted to, that the fight ain't never going to happen. Oh, Crawford got other plans and I ain't in his plans. You not in his plans because it don't make sense. You get what I'm saying? Nobody even thought of y'all as a fight. Not one single soul on this planet asked for you to fight Terence Crawford. Nobody. Because I'm going to tell you what would happen. If you were to go up to 154 pounds and challenge that man where he at currently, right? Never mind the Canelo fight. If he was to take that fight with Teo instead, all they would do is say you jumped 2 weight classes trying to fight him. He was supposed to beat you. It just wouldn't do nothing for him. And on top of that, you can't make nobody realistically believe that you're willing to jump over 47 and campaign at 54 or compete at 54, fighting one of the most, decorated fighters in boxing. You're just not going to do it. And you're not going to make me believe that. You get what I'm saying? So, it's going to get to a point where the wall's truly going to close in and he going to have to, the rubber going to, meet the road. He going to have to stand on some of this shit he be talking, because you better look phenomenal against Arnold Barboza. You better go out there and get that win. I'm telling you, you've been doing all this trolling, and I'm telling you, this is something that I've seen with fighters. Whenever these guys, when you got a fight coming up, I noticed this about fighters in boxing. They got fights coming up, and they got an opinion on everything. You get what I'm saying? Every interview is blah, 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 this, shitting on this fighter, talking crazy about that fighter. Your performance is coming up, buddy. You fighting May 2nd. You better tighten up. You better be focused. You better be locked in. You better be ready to go. Because Arnold Barboza been asking for this shit for a while. He's been building some good momentum with some good wins. And he's very confident that he could beat you. And I'm telling you, it don't look like overconfidence. It remind me, and I said this before, remind me of that Kambosos energy. A guy that just really itching to prove that you're not who you say you are. And he's willing to get in the ring and do whatever he needs to do to prove that point. And I think that's what he's going to do. That's what he on. You get what I'm saying? He out to prove you wrong. That's what it is. You get what I'm saying? Now that doesn't, that's them. Jannard, that's all good. Most people say that. They are. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's the way they carry themselves that makes them suckers. You know what I'm saying? I respect his talent as a fighter, right? I'm able to separate the two and look at it like still inside the ring. He's a talented guy that can fight, but that still don't, that doesn't justify him being an asshole or an idiot, right? So he going to continue to be that until I see different. And I haven't seen anything different from him. Ryan, on the other hand, he's trying to show a more calm side, but we've seen this before. You know what I'm saying? He's bound to trip out at some point too. Just take the right situation. So I don't know how much credit you can give Ryan for taking a step back and essentially, dialing it back and chilling out a bit. Just don't know how long that's going to last. Bruce, guys, shout out to the OG. How you feeling? Zoom verse peace, Brody. How you feeling, bro? Good to see you as always, my guy. Nah, I think if Devin had a glass jaw, Dr. Boxing Talk, it's a doctor in the house. What's good, my guy? How you feeling? If he had a glass jaw, I think, he would be getting hurt by lesser punches than Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? I think if his jaw was glass, I think we would have been seeing him getting dropped and hurt and buzzed in fights, right? You only seen it the one time before Ryan Garcia. That was against Jorge Linares at the end of the 10th round. It was a punch he didn't see. You do your homework. Jorge Linares is a decorated fighter in his own right. You get what I'm saying? A decorated fighter in his own right. So and he had more knockouts than Devin Haney had fights. So it's not crazy to see him shake him up a bit. But like I said, if his jaw was really glass, that shot would have did more than just buzz him. Probably would have put him down, or he would have ended up getting stopped. You get what I'm saying? The shots that Jojo Diaz was hitting him with, flush, clean hooks, walking in, lead hooks, and cracking Devin Haney, flush on his chin. He really had a glass jaw. Them shots would have been doing damage to him. You get what I'm saying? They'd have been damaging to him for sure. But you getting dropped by a puncher doesn't make your chin. That's not an indictment on your chin. That's more so an indictment on your defense than anything, not his chin. how many people would have got up from them left hooks? Not too many people survived Ryan left hooks when he put you down like that, let alone 3 times, and the ones that wasn't counted, he would have been knocked you out. Ryan gets everybody out of there with that left hook. You know what I'm saying? And anybody that he hits that flush, that clean, he can hurt. So it's not an indictment on Devin Haney's chin by him, him getting dropped by Ryan, but it's more so, a testament to the lack of preparation and his defense is not his chin. You know what I mean? He got plenty of heart. Ace, what's good, family? How you feeling? Barbara D, inbox me too. Yeah, make sure inbox me on Instagram if you can, Barbara D, so I could get you situated. Joe Frazier got dropped 6 times, but kept getting up. Nobody said he has a glass jaw. He was getting punched around like a rag doll, Mike. He was getting hit like a rag doll. He was getting knocked around, bro. He couldn't do nothing. So, yeah, man, I don't think the kid got a glass jaw. I just think he got tested. He wasn't prepared at all for the left hook like he said he would be, and it showed, right? That's what it was. You know what I mean? That's not a glass jaw. Again, Ryan is a legit puncher. You getting dropped by a legit puncher when you getting hit with his best weapon. It's not an indictment on your chin. You get what I'm saying? That's my opinion. If you want to think he has a glass jaw, that's you. That's cool. You know what I mean? We can see it differently, but I need more than being dropped and hurt by a puncher, a legit puncher, right? A guy that's considered a knockout artist. Let's call it what it is. Ryan got a high-ass KO ratio. What he got, like, 80%? Over 80% KO ratio? That dude can crack. That's a real puncher. That's a real puncher, bro. That's a legit puncher. He can crack. You get me? You get knocked down, which was a lot. You have a glass jaw? Nah, nope. Ain't got no glass jaw. You know what I mean? Now coming back, there's the questions of what he is now. Is his punch resistance compromised? We're gonna probably find that out against Ramirez, but nah, I don't think he has a glass jaw at all. You know what I'm saying? If you start getting buzzed and hurt and shaken up and dropped and or knocked out by 9 punchers, then we got something to talk about. But other than that, nah. I mean, I think Devin Haney's fine, and I think he's gonna bounce back despite what people are saying, man. We're gonna talk about it, man. We're gonna talk about it. I'm about to pull this TO video up so y'all can hear what he was saying. So y'all can hear the trash he was talking. Blaze, pound for pound TV. My guy was good with it. Haney didn't fight his fight. Fell from Ryan's pre-fight antics and rushed into the fight. Into that left hook. Yep, right into that left hook. Yep, in the first round. Absolute facts, he did. He did, bro. I got a video with like some highlights and breakdowns of the fights. He even hurt Ryan in that fight. I think people forget that. I'm going to get to that clip too. He hurt Ryan in this fight. I don't think people remember that. Y'all remember he shook Ryan up and buckled him? You get me? He was on his ass too. I'm telling you, it's about those critical errors. If he tighten up and he got to neutralize the left hook. He can neutralize that left hook, especially early. He'd be in a much better shape to win the fight than he was the last time. It might seem like an impossible task, but it's really not. It's really not. You get what I'm saying? Like, you had more than enough time to prep now, so you got to be ready. Like, getting cracked over and over with that left hook in the rematch will not be acceptable. So he's gonna have to bring it. Shout out to Tay, the real queen of MMA and combat talk. How you feeling, Tay? Peace to the queen. Our fighters like to think in the ring they get frustrated easily. Fighter today, get in there and fight over as quick as possible. No one think anymore. Everything's quick. Like media, yeah, you gotta take your time. You know what I'm saying? You gotta slow cook a guy every now and then. Jannard, you get what I'm saying? Take your time, young man. You get me? Work your way into the fight. You get me? So that's all you do. You get what I'm saying? Just work your way into the fight. Listen, all I'm doing is giving Haney the fair shake that he deserved based on what he's shown me in the ring. I have no reason to just doubt and knock him and say he has no chance at winning. You get me? I don't want to do that to the young lad. You know what I mean? They're going to have to show me that Ramirez can beat him, right? He's going to have to show me because Ryan had to show us, right? A lot of people him going into that fight. So it's the same thing with Jose Ramirez, bro. He got to show me because I know he ain't no Ryan Garcia. Yeah, he got a left hook. He got a dangerous left hook of his own, right? Respect to him, but it ain't no Ryan Garcia left hook. It's not as dangerous and it's not as fast. You get what I'm saying? It's not as fast, but it's still a good one. Still a good one for sure. Shout out to my boxing mom in the Cash App, always supporting the grind. She says, for the grind, appreciate you. As always, Barbara D. Much love. Much love and appreciation. Many blessings to the Queen Tay Tay. We're going to get to this, man. We're going to get to it, man. We're going to get to T-Ho, Teofimo. He was doing a lot of trash talking, but it's all good, man. I'm rooting for Haney's bounce back, bro. Especially if you're a person that's tired of Ryan Garcia, you definitely got to be rooting for Haney to beat his ass. You get me? And that's where your boy is at. Kick his ass. You get me? That one, Matt. Beat his ass. You feel me? Kick his ass. That's one, Matt. Would it beat the bow up? Plexiglass cow, you stupid, man. Thomas Hill, my dog. What it do on?
Pink on, cause you know the vibes. Real men wear pink. You heard?
Look at this nut.
Yeah, they can't rock it like this. Oh, alright. Mi próximo pelea es el 2 de mayo y van a ser en Nueva York y yo estoy peleando con Arnold Barboza Jr., who's undefeated, 32-0.
Talk about that.
Oh shoot, what's up, bro? Yeah, Reggie, what up with it, man? Good seeing you again. Thanks for like putting that out there, man. Commenting, yo. Appreciate your time today. Everybody appreciate your time. You already know, guy, man. It's a fire Kirby hat. Damn right. Let's go.
Yeah, they say y'all make sure y'all hit that like button.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man.
We gonna build.
What do I think of? Topiria Topo. How you say his name, man? I like him though. Topiria, he came out of nowhere, bro. He just started wrecking some shit up, but he's a savage, man. He's got a good foundation too, de España. I like that, man. What are your predictions for all the fights on the card? I believe that it should go rightfully as planned. Me victorious, Haney victorious, and Ryan Garcia. Yes, I do.
Probably not, Mike.
Do I watch UFC? I do, actually. I actually really like MMA. I like MMA. I do. I enjoy MMA. I think these guys are very, very true Arsenal. And I will say, most importantly, they definitely do have the throwback mentality. And I love that about them. Yeah. All right. Watch out for Ibrahim Spider. Okay. I'll definitely have to look that man out. Armin's dope. Hopefully everything's healed with his back injury, bro. I need that man back for sure. I was disappointed that he couldn't do that fight against Islam. Tio, are you going to fight again after May? Yes, I am. I'm going to be fighting again. God willing, all things go well. I'll be fighting again sometime September. I'm looking for September. Trying to get on that card. We'll get on that card. I'll say I'm going to manifest that. We're going to get on that card. Crawford and Canelo. Yeah.
All right, so you hear that? He got he talking about coming back in September. Because that'll be the card to come back on if you're going to come back in September at all. That's the big card that you will want to be a part of. Let's see. And let's see who, because Turkey was talking about boots and all types of shit for him. So there's no telling. I want to see, especially if he win his next fight against Barboza, I definitely want to see who his next fight going to be. And I hope it is in September. The sooner, the better. Because the walls is closing in and he either going to have to use that talent that he got or it's going to fall by the wayside. You know what I mean? And people going to run laps around him. People going to catch up to him and then lap him.
Yeah. We'll see what we do with Eddie Reynoso and them after this fight. Like I said, everything was just put on pause or on hold. Obviously, they're going to probably be flying out to Saudi Arabia very soon as we're getting closer to the fight. Yes. Weight right now, I'm at 150. I'm at 170, you heard? I'm at 170, you heard? Not even taking this shit serious. In the
background not to tell us his weight.
Tio, my dog, why is Tio
that matter?
And Shakur not talked about more? Well, because first things first, Shakur got to go up in weight. Second,
we challenge you.
We got to fight Barboza first. You know what I'm saying? How old am I, Jerry? I am 27. I feel like I'm 30.
Shout out to my baby girl.
I feel like I'm 19 years old, bro. I feel young. But I'm 27. You ready for a 147? Boost looks hella big.
Now you see?
Pause.
Now you notice. Now they asked him about Shakur and he say the obvious shit. Nah, bro. You do all of that talking. You trash the man. He born this and blah, 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 that. Fight him. I'm sick of this guy. Like you really got something against the black fighters, as you call them. You got something against them because you don't want to fight them, but you want to trash them at every opportunity you get. I'm a little annoyed with it because you'll make good fights with all these people that you're talking about. All of them. You'll have opportunities to win. Each of these fights, you are a talented individual. As I always say, I just don't understand this approach. I get it. You're going to talk trash, but at this point, you don't want to fight none of these guys? You don't want to fight them? You're just going to talk, just chirp every time that the cameras come on. Yeah. He got to do this, and he got to move up. He challenged you to a fight at 140, goofy man. This is after the point. Handle your business against Barboza, and I would love to see that fight at 140 from the rip. Think he can jump right up there.
I mean, the question is, are y'all ready for me to be at 147? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
First things first, like I said, my mentality right now, man, it's on another level. I'm focused on Arnold Barboza. Every day, every night. I focus on me, for sure. But I dream of the outcome. I manifest it every morning, every night. I manifest my outcome of the fight. My money is on you, boy. Already know 45 auto for life. Appreciate you, yo. Want you to unify 140, King. Bro, but I...
Tay, what's good, Tay? How you feel? He said, first off, T.O. line. You know it. That's all you do, bro.
I already did that. When I beat Josh Taylor, who was the undisputed world champion and was undefeated. And the Kingpin at 140, we beat him, we mollywopped him. I did it already. You know what I'm saying? You know, we get to choose. We the ones that do the calling.
You hear?
You know what I'm saying?
All
right.
Now, because he beat Josh Taylor, they get to choose. I told you, been hanging around Canelo and them too much. Now y'all get to choose. You get what I'm saying? To see? You doing all that moving. That's why they got you up out of camp before it even started. A little headache. They like, bro, we not entertaining this guy. He manifested Cambosis. Second thing is his plan backfired on him. He planned to fight Santos before Norman beat him. Oh yeah. Oh, and it backfired, huh? And Norman got that smoke. And hey, Tay, I'm willing to bet you, bro. Now I think he could have beat the guy, right, Santos, but I guarantee he wouldn't have stopped him the way Norman did him. And that's why he probably dragging his feet with that. B. Norman Sr. spoke about it. He said he's trying to avoid him behind the scenes. He's trying to avoid that. Nah, take that fight. You asking us, are we ready to see him at 47? Hell yeah. Against guys like Brian Norman. I would love to see that fight. Don't fight Santos. Fight the guy that knocked Santos out. Go fight him. Impress us. You get what I'm saying? This Barboza thing, you was long overdue. He's still going to get credit for it because it's a fight at the end of the day, right? I respect all fights. But I want to really see what's next after that for this dude. We do a lot of chirping. A lot.
Gillian, what up, baby? You going to the fights champ at the Palms? No, I ain't going.
Right.
No. I'm the only fights I'm gonna be going to is mine. All right, which is May 2nd. Y'all could be there, meet me there. You know, I'll sign some autographs and take pictures with y'all. All right, we'll do a little meet and greet for you guys.
Want no autograph, huh? You want some fight, G?
Yo, look at my hands, bro.
You want no autograph?
20. What is this? What is this? 20 year. This is going into year 23. Beautiful. Hands, I take care of them. You gotta take care of your hands, bro. Yep. Do you think you will ever transition to MMA? I don't know, man. I don't know. I would like to learn. I would like to learn the martial art.
Hell no. All I do is hear him complaining about how they have him fighting in the smaller theaters and venues, and then they get this guy an opportunity to fight, I think, at a larger venue on the pay-per-view, right? And then he turns it down. Talking about they trying to set him up. Now he a businessman. Now he worried about numbers and shit and thresholds and shit. This dude is unbelievable. Like when I say like his reality and the actual reality is like two separate worlds, bro. Two separate worlds. Like he is the epitome of getting in your own way. He could be further along where he at. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Kevin. Like I just don't understand this dude, man. Man, I'm telling you, bro. Alejandro, what's good? Emmanuel, what it do, homie? Teach, what's good, Brody? This guy is unbelievable, man.
Part of it, I would definitely like to, you never know if I get in some altercation outside the boxing ring. And I got to use other arsenals rather than just throwing punches, Yes, Devin Haney is soft. I agree. All right, greetings from Turkey. Yo, what's up? Shout out to Turkey, man. Love you guys.
Devin Haney is soft, but the question is, will you fight him? Because we all know, like Tay said 6 years ago, you didn't fight him. He pressed you on live television and was ready. Look like he was ready to punch you right then and there. And aside from that, it ain't like I'm pressing to see that. But I would love to see y'all fight in the actual ring. Yeah, I would love to see that. You flirting with the idea at 47. Why don't you just go on up there? You get what I'm saying? You act like it ain't nobody for you to challenge at 140, right? He feel like he beat Josh Taylor. Now he get the right to just pick who he fight at 140. So you already know from that stance and that way he's thinking, anybody that's truly, truly a threat, he's going to drag his feet and drag ass getting to him. Watch, it's going to be like pulling teeth to get him in there with them threats. Like all this shit he taught, I would love to see. Fight Antoine Russell. I love to see. Fight Hitchens. All this shit you taught. Fight Haney. Haney soft, but can you beat him? I don't care about what you think of if he's soft or not. I want to know, can you beat him? I want to know, can you get in the boxing ring and beat that man? Can you outthink him? Can you embarrass him? Can you do what Ryan Garcia did? Y'all keep talking about the Ryan Garcia fight and everything that came from that. Can y'all do the Devin Haney what Ryan Garcia did? I don't think you can. I don't think you can. I don't think you will. I would love to see y'all fight, but I just don't know. I just don't know when it comes to this dude. You just never know. Like he really he make me grit my teeth. I just want to see the fights from this dude. CJ, what it do, homie? How you feeling? They think he Canelo, man. Shakur dead, but Boots rich. Tank fight one. Yeah, pick one. You know what I'm saying? Zell, pick one, bro. Pick one. Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? You pick Claggett with 8 losses, but you sitting here dissing guys that ain't fought nobody of that caliber. None of these dudes you talk about would have went out there and handpicked a dude with 8 losses like Steve Claggett. Talking about, I'm doing what nobody else is doing. You damn right. You picking guys with damn near 2 handfuls of losses. You get what I'm saying? Damn near double-digit losses. Yeah, you doing something that nobody else is doing. And you fooling yourself, too. That shit ain't crazy. That ain't nothing crazy to go do. You go hand select somebody that not only they don't resonate with the people, but they got more losses than everybody that any of these other guys gonna fight. You get what I'm saying? By itself, that shit is ridiculous. Nasty work. Just fight these dudes, man. You know what I mean?
Appreciate you always, man. Thank you for the love and support. We crossed the board. Yo, you heard? I'm excited, man. Futuro de Honduras. Ya tú sabes, rico suave. Hey,
man,
let's go, man. Are you happy about the business side of things as of late?
Yeah, he's talented.
I am. You know, I can't complain, man. I got a good job. It's just my sport. This guy right here handles it. And, you know, I just come out here to, you know, do what I got to do and take over. Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy. I'm very grateful and thankful. Get to put food on the table. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'll be honest, man. Crawford fight ain't happening. That's why I said I'd rather just do the sparring then.
Why the f would he sparring?
Yeah, I wasn't there sitting at that table when it was me, David Benavidez, and Crawford. And that's why I said what I said. Because at the end of it, I already know what his plans are, or at least have an idea what Crawford's plans are.
What is his plan?
I am not involved in any of it, so might as well look for bigger fish to fry, because crawfish is not thinking that big for us. Teo Dan's way better than Crawford.
What person or opponent have you proven to be such a big fight for? Like, why in the absolute hell would he waste his time with you? And that's the part that annoys me, man. I get it. Like, maybe in some weird part of your brain, you really convinced yourself that, yeah, I really wanted to fight Crawford. That's why I've been calling him out. But that dude, 2 weight classes above, like, I'll be surprised to even see you at 54. I'll be surprised to see you even at 54 in your career, let alone going up there messing with that guy. So like I always said, it was always like a safe clout chase, like, because it's, you know, nobody's expecting you to really jump up there and do it. So you can say, yeah, I want to do it, but see his plans. His plans. Shut up. Shut up. Go up there first. Go up there. You're not messing with none of them dudes up there at 54. They'd punch your ass all the way back to 35, bro. They'd punch. You think you having a hard time getting rid of dudes at 140? You go out, you skip past 47 and go up there playing with guys at 54, and they're gonna punch your ass all the way back to 35, messing around. Stop playing, man. Stop playing with your career, all that damn talent. If you have somebody real around you, they'll tell you this ain't the way. Like, the only way you should have been speaking that man name like this if you was dead serious and you wasn't going to ever move to 54. You still flirting with the idea of going to 47. We just cut this shit. Your next fight is at 140 where you have a title at with Arnold Barboza. You're not trying to fight none of these other guys. You barely wanted to fight him for whatever weird-ass reason. Man, if that shit backfire on him May 2nd, man, he going to be looking like a fool, bro. Lying, what it do? Sammy, what's good with it, bro? Don, the homie, what's good, family?
I dance better, I speak better, I fight better. I just do everything better.
What you, Jannard? Facts.
I look better.
Listen to him.
Man, just everything. Don't get me started, yo.
Listen to him.
I look better. Man, just everything. Don't get me started, yo. Habla en español. Okay, solo por un ratito.
This guy.
I dance better. At the end of it, I already know what his plans are, or at least have an idea what Crawford's plans are. And I am not involved in any of it, so might as well look for bigger fish to fry, because crawfish is not thinking that big for us.
Crawfish.
Teo dance way better than Crawford. I dance better. I better. I speak better. I fight better. I just do everything better. I look better. Man, just everything. Don't get me started, yo.
I mean, look, you're supposed to think these things. You're supposed to think you better than them and all that stuff, but it's the way he goes about it. Doesn't come off as genuine. It just comes off as his clout chasing. You know what I mean? I don't even think it's tasteful at this point because you have no intent on doing none of this stuff that you're talking about. So imagine a world where you're getting in front of a camera and a microphone and continuously bringing up some of the most successful fighters in your sport. Meanwhile, not ever saying you have any real intent on fighting any of these guys. You're just going to continue to talk about them. That's why I can't respect, because like I said before, you will actually have opportunities and chances to win any of these fights, right? That with these guys that you talk about, right? It ain't a completely open and shut case that you go in there and lose. Even though I think guys beat your ass, this is why you rather talk about them and not fight them. But you still have an opportunity as a young fighter to go in there and prove it. And that's the part for me that trips me out for the life of me. Why that's not the energy that he's coming with, y'all. Why it's not like, you know what? I'm coming to beat y'all asses. Haney, whether you lost or not to Ryan Garcia, I don't care. We got unfinished business. Shakur, you barking up the wrong tree. You talking about come to 140. You know what I'm saying? Come to 140. I'll fight any of y'all. Like, I get it. That they always ain't gonna talk like that, but at least say something with real of substance, right? Make this shit real, bro, instead of this clown behavior. You get what I'm saying? You ain't learned your lesson with Crawford yet with the face-to-face encounter. That dude not playing with you. Stop using his name for your entertainment. Telling you, the next time you might not get so lucky, bro. The Marlon Plant. Oh, yeah. Shout out to my guy Zoomverse. They gonna be on the same card too. Yeah, professional clout chasers. Yeah, with Forever G's, what it do, homie? Let y'all get through this. We gonna keep cooking.
Habla en español. Okay, solo por un ratito, like un poquito, un ratito, man. Pero mira, toda mi gente, no se pierda mi pelea que viene el 2 de mayo. Estamos peleando en Nueva York, en Times Square. Y si no puede ir a la pelea en vivo, tú puedes mirarla en The Zone. You know what I'm saying? Tío, yo no sabo, kid. I am, and I'm proud of it. You know, I ain't got no shame in my game. I'm proud to be a no sabo kid. You know who else was a no sabo kid? Selena. Yeah. Selena was a no sabo kid.
Now you talking about Selena. What happened to J-Lo?
We just, but we do what we do. Yes, Stevenson got skills to put everybody to sleep. Man, if there's any other boxer I know could put anybody to sleep, it's Shakur Stevenson. I ain't never seen something like that in my life. Lo siento, me no hay.
Can you beat him, though?
Yo, all right, man.
You got the skills to put everybody to sleep.
About
You got
Appreciate all the questions, though. I'm seeing all the beautiful flags. Is that Morocco? Hold up, man. What kind of flag? I got a deep in there. Coach, wait, hold up. Coach Sport If. Yo, what flag is that, man? What country? What country you rep? Come on now. Boy, I need to know. 4 black star. You can't KO me. You gotta hit the 5 black star to KO me, bro. You 4 star. You 1 star away. Yo, we like fucking GTA. Gotta go after. Matter of fact, not 5 but 6. All right. How do you feel about your new coach, the guy who trained Logan Paul? Oh, Morocco. Yeah, I was right. Dang right. Shout out to all the Moroccans, man. I love Morocco. Gotta be out there. I gotta visit. Go to a boxing gym over there for sure. Get some love back to them. I think that'll be great. I think that's King SCL. I think that's Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. It's not Cuba. Nah, it ain't Cuba. It's Puerto Rico. Milton, yes. Milton LaCroix. All right. Here's a little fun little story, guys. So me and Milton LaCroix was actually one of my first, if not first, boxing trainer at the age of 6 years old. And ever since then, I was with him from 6 all the way to I think 11 years old. We left him. We departed ways. Then we just came back.
Make no mistake about it. Like his accolades can't be questioned, right? His accomplishments can't be denied. He's a very accomplished fighter, 27 years old. If he stopped today, he had a successful career, very successful career. But like I always say, just to be clear, and I do all of this shit without shitting on the man. My energy for him is I just don't understand a guy that has this talent, you know, young, in his prime, essentially, in a position to really deliver meaningful fights, move his career along, put himself in a situation where he could really look back and be proud of. Like, think about what he's accomplished. Like, think he won't let you forget what he's accomplished thus far, but only at 27. So there's a lot more that he could accomplish with that skill set and talent if he just allowed that to shine instead of just yap. He always put his foot in his mouth and get in his own way. You know, I like him as a talent, but as an individual, as far as like that personality that he put out, I don't know him personally, but the energy I don't like. You get what I'm saying? Trolling is cool. It's harmless, but like I said, it's been for years now that he continued to talk bad about fighters and then never wants to fight them. And I can't, for the life of me, I can't make sense of it. I just can't. Shout out to my dog, Damon. What's good with it, bro? That's all I'm saying. Jump in there with him. I mean, peace to the Queen Lisa. How you feeling today? You know what I'm saying? Just jump in there with him. He put everybody to sleep. You should put him to sleep. You know what I mean? Go
recently,
knock his ass out.
just now. And it's been great. It's been great to go back to the fundamentals and to see how much I've learned while going my way with my father as my trainer, and just coming back now to this type of genre of seeing everything and growing. I feel much loose. I feel better. I feel more elusive, you know, so to speak. I think I'm ready, man. I really believe that. I think that it's another version that no one's going to see yet until May 2nd, and I'm excited for it. All up for it. So do you think Ryan Garcia is fine? Pause. I don't know what you mean by that, brother. I mean, I think he's a fine boxer. Yeah, I think he could hold his own, for sure. ¿Cuándo peleas en Honduras? No sé. Primero, es que yo tengo 3 peleas ya, like, scheduled, con la gente de Riyadh, de Saudi Arabia. So after that, we'll talk about it. All right. Slide translation. Big Clung, yo, hermana, eres de Sunset Park. I is and I am, forever will be. Shout out to Lutheran Medical Center, you heard? Yeah. Get Teofimo in here. I know, Kevin. My father is the man right now, bro. Always will be, truthfully.
Get his ass
Montero smokes.
So I guess he is training with his father for this particular
man. But I'm feeling great. Excited. Right now we're resting. Just had a good session. Get another one later today. And just staying focused. Staying motivated. Nigeria. Yo, Nigeria. That's what's up. I'm talking, man. I'm loving it. I love it, yo. That's what it's all about. Do I want to fight Boost next? Listen, man. Boost can't he can't overlook Staniosis. Staniosis is a live dog.
not what they
Been
asked.
a live dog at 147.
Not what
I just
they
look
asked.
forward to conquering every division and becoming a 3 lineal world champion in 3 weight classes. That's historic. Am I sparring a lot? Yes.
Every time, yeah.
Yes, I am.
Every
and look
time.
at that. I still look pretty. I still
They
look
ask him
pretty.
something real every time. Is he doing it? Nope. Is he fighting somebody? Of course he not. Of course not, yeah. Of course he don't want to fight.
All right, let's hear a joke. All right. You want to hear a pizza joke?
What happens when you get your hat knocked?
Nah.
What do you call it? Y'all gonna get me in trouble, man. No, hey, look, that's one thing I gotta tell you. I gotta tell y'all, man. Salam alaikum. Hey, salam. Wait, hold on. let me. My bad, yo. You ever spar Brandon Lee? No, I don't think I ever did spar Brandon Lee, but he you know, hopefully he gets back on his feet, man. He gets things right. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. I was thinking of something. That's such a knee slapper. Yeah, for real, for sure. I had one. What do you call someone that just got their knee done? I think you guys got this one. What do you call someone that got their knee done?
It, bro.
Hey, what's up, Just Do? Thanks for having me on as always.
I'm not saying it. I'm gonna let y'all do it. Assalamu
I'm
alaikum.
hearing Teofimo's
Walaikum salam.
interview. Is this the one where he just crapped on
There you go.
Haney lately?
All right.
Oh shit, my bad. What you said was good with it, fight sport talk.
Yeah, thanks for having me on as always, bro.
Always good.
Yeah, with Teo's just, I mean, what you put in your title, Teo's just ripping on everyone because that's what he does best. He's at his best when he's in the ring and crapping on other fighters.
Right. It really seemed like this his thing, man.
Yeah. Crawford's comments about Spence, they how do you, I may not have heard you on your live earlier, but they're a bit disappointing. As a Crawford fan, for a guy to sit out like this and unnecessarily dump on his biggest wins, it's just disappointing.
Mm-hmm. Right. Said with Crawford.
Yeah, I mean, and what he's saying, it doesn't make sense. I mean, Spence is a Hall of Famer, but he's saying that he isn't. And I mean, this is all Crawford. He had the opportunity to fight. This is what's disappointing. He could have fought the other champions at 154. He could have fought Boots and Ortiz and Stanionis at welterweight, and he didn't. So it's disappointing when a guy sits out like this and he's just criticizing other fighters.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I think quite a few people disagree with Bud when he made the comment as far as calling Spence not a Hall of Famer. Somebody else recently had a response there that I meant to screenshot, clip it, and pull it up. They had a real explanation, real good breakdown of why they felt like, I think who the hell was it? I think it was Jamel Herring. Might have been Jamel Herring. He gave a hell of a breakdown, for why he is a Hall of Famer. The near, career-ending, car crash and coming back fighting world-level guys, snatching titles from the champion. Went over there to Cal Brook backyard and beat him. And it started with that. So it's just extremely tough to take that from him. And it's crazy because one of the reasons that he mentioned was him being at the same weight class and never fighting in a different weight class. But, he had Marvin Hagler ranked, high, but that's the case with him as well. Now I know some people say he was undisputed, but Crawford didn't cite that as being a reason, right? That he would be a Hall of Famer. But it's much like Spence. If you look at it, now Spence was one belt shy of becoming undisputed, but a 3-belt unified champion, like he was carrying the division, man, the heavy lifting, so to speak, defeating the champions and never wanting to give you a tune-up fight. And then when he did finally lose, he went out against the other best guy in the division. So, and I don't think losing to the best fighter in the world or one of the best fighters in the world is a knock on you getting somewhere. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? At least you fought him. So it's tough.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more. I mean, it's easy to take away from somebody when they lose, but Spence, I mean, like you said, he did all the heavy lifting. He fought, like, it's not his fault that Kell Brook was damaged goods after Golovkin. I mean, he fought Kell Brook in the UK. He fought Lamont Peterson when Peterson still had something left. He fought Porter when he was still. Porter was world champion again, and Porter's one of the best welterweights of this era. He fought Ugas when he was at his best. So it's and like you said, Danny Garcia when he didn't take any tune-up fights after that car accident. So yeah, it's weird when a top fighter takes away from his biggest win because it's
I wonder did he even think deeper into that, right? Like that's your biggest win that you're saying. It's not like, you get me, but I don't know. I guess that's the competitive stuff. I just don't think it's hate, right? I just think that's the way he see it though. But I think he kind of missing some things. Maybe if somebody like laid it out to him the way Herring had dressed it up and just broke it down bit by bit, he made a hell of a case. Maybe like it's just hard if you're a logical man or a logical individual. Period. It's hard to disagree with that. You get what I'm saying? So he definitely put his work in. Maybe not as many weight classes as you, but he definitely held it down while he was there. 2 cents was good with it. So I definitely think he's a Hall of Famer for sure, man. For sure.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, he's definitely a Hall of Famer. And I remember when Floyd said this about Golovkin, and I've got my issues with Golovkin, and how much he's overhyped, but he's there. But you don't have to move up in weight to be a Hall of Famer. Like you don't have to move up in weight to be a legend. So I mean, it's really just take on all comers. And I want to give I had. I only started my channel last year, but I had some issues with Spence when he was just because of things he said when he was champion. But one thing you can't take away from Spence, and I mean, again, Crawford of all people shouldn't be doing this. Spence did take on all comers, like you said, no tune-up fights, no easy fights, and he the Crawford fight happened because he wanted it. Al Heyman didn't want it, but he did. So yeah, it's Spence is definitely. Yeah, we should definitely appreciate him as a as a great fighter and someone who took on all comers, because we have this, we started our channels because we want to see the best fight the best, and Spence gave us that. So
yeah, he did.
Yeah, nothing but because I've spoken to a lot of people who are Spence fans. They think Spence is going to fight again. I personally don't think he should, but whether he does or not, no problem. And I don't care if he comes back and he loses badly. We should definitely appreciate Spence for what he brought to the sport.
Right. 100%. 100% for me. The longer that it take for him to get back in there, the crazier I think of it. I think the ideal of it, of coming back is, but man, it's just, I would hope, as a fight fan. But look, I'm cool. I think if he just walked away today, it'd be all good. I definitely don't want to see him take unnecessary punishment because he can't get back to, himself like that. That shit is tough. Big B-Lo, what it do, homie? How you feeling? Yeah, T.O.'s a strange guy, man. But yeah, Spence definitely Hall of Fame, man. I think if, you gotta have more of somebody. Yeah, I don't know. That's Crawford's thought on it, but I don't think he thought about it on the level that some of us thought about it with some of the, I think it's a lot of details that he left out, because you just can't stop it. Oh, he stayed in the same weight class. Yeah, but he was snatching up the belt. So it wasn't like he stayed there and wasn't doing nothing. He was staying there, like you said, not turning down no smoke. And when it was time to fight the champions, he fought the champions. Even against his, best interests, he still came back and fought the best, or most dangerous or toughest challenges he could have faced. So, yeah, man, defying, coming back after that injury, that could have ended everything. The car smashing your face up, teeth, skin, all types of surgery and, torn retinas, man. This dude been through the ringer, man. He just continued to stay down and keep giving us fights. That is rare without ever bitching. without ever lying to us. He never told you he was gonna be. I'm gonna be the best ever when I come back. He never said that shit. He always just got in there and gave you what he had, and that's what I'm always respecting for. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna think he'll ever get back to the EJ of yesteryear, but you know what I mean, I still don't dismiss all the work that he put in just because he ain't the same guy no more, or he's been inactive and out the mix for so long. It happens, man. Boxing is a grueling, tough ass sport. It take a lot out of these dudes. People don't realize that, especially when you got accidents and injuries and things that's taking years and fights off your career as well. So for him to make it as far as what he did, for him to fall just one belt shy of undisputed, bro, what? He wasn't even supposed to be here. He was not supposed to be here. He wasn't. So,
exactly.
And it took the best fighter in the world, one of the absolute best fighters in the world, to dethrone him. That's what we talking about. So hell yeah, he Hall of Fame. Hell, absolutely yes. Love Crawford, but nah, he's Hall of Fame, G. Hall of Fame. So are you, respectfully. But yeah, Spence definitely. Nah, gotta give it to him. Shout out to my sis Melanie Queen. How you feeling today? Yeah, man. Got to. But I just don't like people calling it hate. I still don't look at that as hate. I just think he got his opinion, right? And I think he missing some things that, you know what I mean, if he included into his assessment, I think it would change his overall viewpoint of it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. I don't know why Crawford said it, but yeah, I mean, whether I don't know what his reason is. It's weird. It's weird that out of all people, he would want to be the one to take away from him. What do you think about the? Because I've seen you've included it in your title, Shakur Stevenson boring. Like of course Shakur is boring, but I think after the last weekend, I think Shakur is just going to whitewash Zepeda. I know Zepeda, he cannot. Several things that just are concerning, but one major thing is that he cannot cut off the ring against guys who, I mean, Farmer has seen better days, and Farmer broke his hand in the third round, and Zepeda still couldn't cut off the ring against him, and he couldn't finish him, and he's just so hittable. It's like, I think this is going to be Shakur's easiest fight, to be honest.
Zepeda looked shaky, man. That fight kind of revealed why they taking their time getting to a guy like Shakur. I think he'd be all wrong for him on the outside looking in. Like, he threw a lot of punches, man. That'd be a real problem. And it could be, but I think it's just more to it than that. You know, talking about complete tools and, skill set and what he brings to the table. I don't see enough versatility, man. That balls to the wall mentality, that shit don't work against everybody. He's just going there chucking a whole bunch of punches, and he looked so sloppy this past Saturday against Tevin Farmer. I wasn't impressed at all.
No,
the way the fight looked sloppy.
Yeah, and he was one-dimensional against a guy who, again, is not even in his prime. Like, I think he's food for a lot of these guys. I mean, I do think a fight between him and Tank would be more interesting because Tank fights you a lot more than Shakur does, but if Tank is going to rematch Lamont Roach, then the only fight really to make is Shakur versus Zepeda, and yeah, I think I think it's pretty obvious how that fight's going to go. Because you're in the States, do you know much more about what Roach is asking for? Like, is he outpricing himself for this rematch? Because I don't know.
No, I'm glad you asked. Shout out to my guy Jay Hardcore Boxing News. Y'all go tapping into the big homie if y'all not, but he spoke to Roach's father, and there wasn't no truth to him asking for more money and pricing himself out and stuff like that. I think that stuff was agreed on already beforehand, so I think they just pretty much waiting for Tank's side and the announcement, the date, and stuff like that. Mike Ron, what it do, homie? So yeah, Lamont Roach Sr. spoke to Jay Hardcore, and he was able to tell him that, yeah, that wasn't the case. They're not pricing themselves out. The report about them trying to ask for more money or money they don't deserve is not true. So, yeah, so
Okay.
we still have a rematch coming. Just a matter of them announcing the date.
Awesome. So were these just rumors put out? Were these did somebody from Tank's team put this out there just as mind games, or?
I don't know if it was Tank's team that did it though either, because there's a lot of time people be trying to speak for Tank or speak for his team, and I don't know. I forgot where I first seen that report about the money, because I had spoke about it briefly too. You know what I mean? But I'm glad I was able to speak to somebody that spoke directly to the source involved, and he was able to say that wasn't the case. So yeah, they just really waiting for their side. They ready to go for the most part. They ready to get this rematch. They expecting everything to, go according to plan.
Ooh. Awesome. Okay.
June, as far as the June 21st date, another thing. If I'm not mistaken, I could text him to double check, but I believe he said he didn't hear about that date as far as that being the date. So that wasn't confirmed.
Right.
The June date wasn't confirmed. Nope.
Okay. Well, I hope it's in June, because that means it's just around the corner. But yeah, sweet. Yeah, as long as, I mean, there were just like some questions. I mean, anytime you hear about guys pricing themselves out, but yeah, no, everything. Do you think you could link your man's channel, because or if I could just if I could just maybe get a link, because I don't think I don't think I've seen that, but yeah, cool. And as
I spoke to Lamont Roach Sr. for sure. So I interviewed Lamont as well. But yeah, man, he was able to, get that bit of information from him, which was good. Oh, she got it in there. Appreciate you, sis. I'm putting it there good just because I had it. But that's it. It's in there. Melanin Queen put it in there, and I did too. Hardcore Boxing News. But yeah, Jay was able to speak to his father, the pop. So that's a good thing. So they just ready to go. Ann McQueen, the professor. What it do, homie? Appreciate you, sis. Appreciate that. But yeah, so they ready to go. And I know it was some talk about them telling him not to take the rematch, or he's not going to do it. I didn't hear that from what I understand. So from what I hear, that's the fight that they looking to make again, the rematch. So been some misinformation. And it's always like that with boxing, but anything can change. That's the crazy part. Sometimes, these different things that come out, it's not that somebody's lying. It'll just be a report that's coming out right now. And then that could change, right? A week from now, 2 weeks from now. So you're just going to sit back and wait to see when they actually give a date. And I'm ready to see it, man. I think it was well deserved. Lamont Roach put himself in position to earn what is going to be another great fight for him if he could, take care of business or put up another good fight. Got another opportunity, another crack at it, man. So
couldn't agree more. And with the news of PBC and Top Rank sort of teaming up for big shows to combat Turkey Al Sheikh. This I mean, maybe they were looking at June, and now again with if they are going to be working with Top Rank, maybe there are new options. I mean, I'm very excited about Top Rank and PBC working together again if it's true. So we'll see. I mean, they could be, again, if that news is true, then they could be building up to having Tank fight Keyshawn Davis any time now. So
I like it, man. It's funny the things that you bringing up with stuff that I was going to talk about anyway. So I appreciate you coming up, man, and bringing that up.
Oh.
So
thanks for having me, bro.
That up, I thought it was fit, and I got a little clip from Bob Arum. He spoke very briefly, but he said that was enough to me. So I think with them working together, the potential for those fights are there. We got to know that, like the one you just mentioned. All things what it do, homie. But this is what Bob spoke about. This is what he said this year.
Dana has his hands full.
I know you and Dana butted heads through the media over time. How is that situation? I would imagine you would be willing to work with him to make fights.
They have a real problem.
Yeah.
Because their big business is UFC, and when the UFC kids see how little they get as against what boxers get, and if it comes from the same company, Dana has his hands full.
Yeah, I would imagine then you saw what was printed in terms of purses for the fighters they were going to sign, right?
Yeah, you know, and they are they're not an exorbitant purses, but there's so much more than the UFC people get, and how do you think they'll feel?
Are you willing to do fights with them or work with them?
I don't know. You know, again, we have to take care of our own fighters. We have PBC that we do fights with. And you saw tonight the main event. We did. Matchroom had Sandy Ryan, who's a terrific fighter. So we never have any problem working with another company.
Let's see. So that he spoke briefly. See already, we working with PVC, putting on shows. You don't have no problems working with other companies, but you see how his energy was. I don't know, like he a little standoffish with it. He just don't know yet because he probably like, is they trying to be competition or are they gonna be trying to work together? But as long as they can put on shows and work with the PVC, that's great for boxing. And I said this before. I don't know if this is exactly the direction it's going, but I could see the potential. It's not all bad with Turkey coming in with this attitude, or are you going to take over or crush this or that, because that's next to impossible to do. I don't care how much money you got. It's about more than just money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you have you obviously got a product to sell, but you need the merchandise, right? Which would be the fighters. You're going to need fighters, and you don't have the fighters to take over shit. And if they're paying attention to that and they see you as competition or trying to threaten what they're doing, then I think that should influence and encourage them to want to work with each other. Therefore, that would lead to less BS talk about size of the streets and why fights can be made, right? You got these guys working together and putting on shows. That's great for boxing. So Turkey coming in here being essentially, I don't know what some people could look at as a threat or competition, whichever one you want to look at, that could be a good thing if it's encouraging people like Bob Arum to want to work with PBC and put on more shows. And that'll lead to those cross promotion type fights, and we ain't got to worry about crossing the street because guys gonna be working together, right? It won't be as much of a hurdle as it's been in the past. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, legacy remains. What's good with it, bro? I'm pretty sick of the side of the street garbage. Oh, he signed over there, so they can't fight because he didn't go here and do this. And man, that shit is all weak. You in the same division, you healthy, and you in the sport of boxing. No matter where you sign and where you at, you should be able to fight the next best guy. If you get what I'm saying, if that's the top guy in the division, that fight should be able to be made. And I just don't understand anything left. Like like, come on, bro. Well, we in 2025 now. This ain't back in the day. Like we done seen the emergence of Jake Paul, for better or for worse. Call it what you want, right? You seeing different shit. It's time for us to see these guys fighting more regularly and more cross promote. I don't care what y'all got to do. There's no excuse for it. The money is obviously there in boxing, right? So that can't be the excuse, right? The intent has to be there. The willingness to put on shows that people really will get behind in the fights that people really want to see. That has to be there. You get what I'm saying? People have to want that shit. We gonna want it forever because we junkies, fight fans, right? We want to see numbers. Exactly. We want to see these matchups, but I know how boxing is. They like to string shit along and try to milk it and make the most money possible. And I just hope we could get to a point where that's kind of a thing of the past, because shit, times always change. And I think respectfully, it's time for that to be a thing of the past. Fights, 50-50 fights, those need to be a regular occurrence. Cross promotion, regular occurrence. No more side of the street garbage. That shit should be a thing of the past. And we should be able to put our money, and support these fights and these shows that's worth the money in times. And there's so much talent in boxing to accept anything less. Like, it's all here. We have all the talent we need to give us exactly the kind of fights that's worth us supporting, that would allow this sport to grow. And like I said, if it took an outside threat entity to essentially come in boxing and try to plant his flag to get people to say, hey, you know what? This dude talking crazy, talking about getting inside of, hey, man, but, if that's going to get y'all on the phone and get the wheels churning, cool, good, because that has to lead to more fights. And he gonna get to a point where you gonna have to work with these people as well, I think, to a degree. So Ain't gonna be no coming in and just crushing. So it's gonna force him to kind of, you know, get down or lay down, you know, because you're not gonna have the power to be able to, you know, sustain. You don't have the fighters. And if you have these people working together and they getting paid and they good in their own situations, what incentive do they have to go over and participate in a league where it's clearly less than what some of these guys been getting? That's gonna work for certain guys whose situations ain't exactly stable, but I think for the long haul, for that top tier that he be talking about, you know, the best fighting the best, I don't think those fight persons going to impress those people. Shout out to my guy Mike Kirkland back in the super chat. He said Crawford beat Porter after he fought Thurman, Brooke, Garcia, Spence, and Ugas. But he want to talk right. He fought several guys after Spence fought him, man, and we gave him credit for it because we just like to give credit and not take it. So I think by dismissing Spence as a Hall of Famer, it essentially takes away the credit for the work that he's put in. You know, it's kind of tough. And I get he got his opinion, but I can't agree with him there. And I ain't big on disagreeing, but I just see it differently. Spence is bona fide.
100%. Yeah. Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, and what you just said, bro. I mean, man, there's so much to this Turkey Bob Arum landscape, and you know, I wasn't surprised to hear Bob Arum going at Dana White because those guys just don't like each other, and it's an interesting thing because on one hand, you know, the way that Turkey came in all bullish and everything. As a fan, you know, we all love it because Turkey was putting on good fights. Right. But the one, you know, I've said it on previous shows. There's no business model is sustainable forever, and Turkey acting like he was going to shut down boxing or shut down the other promoters, as you said, saying, you know, I'm going to do it my way and it's my way or no other way. That was never going to work. So Bob Arum working together with PBC, like you said, this is a result of competition. This is a result of them thinking, okay, we better work together because otherwise this Saudi guy is going to outclass us, and they don't want that. Right. So yeah, we as fans benefit if we can get some nice build up to Tank Davis fighting Shakur, and you know these featherweights fighting each other because 126 is super stacked, and if we could get, you know, Inoue some build up to Inoue moving up and everything, then it's great for us. So the competition is great for us. You know, what you said about being so sick of, you know, side of the street and everything. You know, I'm a critic of Al Heyman, so I criticize, you know, things that he's done, but he's not the only one who does it. You know, we've heard this from, I know people are probably not listening to him because he's pretty much retired now, but we've heard this from Tyson Fury and other Frank Warren fighters for years. So it's and thankfully with Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren working together under Turkey, we're seeing less of that. So yeah, it's anytime you can get these promoters working together, it's great for us, and it's so yeah, whatever Bob Arum has planned for Top Rank, they've been in the business long enough to know, and in order to survive, we have to put on the best fights, and they can do that with PBC. And PBC, I mean, they need help themselves, so it works both ways. Them working together.
One hand essentially could wash the other because it's like nobody has all the talent. I always say that. So it's enough to be shared, man. The stage could be shared, the money could be made. It's just the intent has to be there. And instead of, you know, it's always going to be competition, right? But it ain't nothing wrong with, you know, making money together. You know what I mean? So yeah, I know a lot of these, you know, promotional entities, they're all vested in in-house fights. If you just really pay attention, like a lot of them do it, right? It's kind of the way. And then you every now and then you see them cross over or work with such and such. We just need to see it with more regularity and with fighters, you know, at the highest level possible. You know what I mean? Make it make sense, right? Make it a regular occurrence to see everybody mixing it up. Like it shouldn't be shouldn't matter who you in bed with. Shouldn't matter who you sign to. It just I hate that as an argument. It's just so bad, man. It don't make enough sense to me. Joseph, what it do, homie? Especially if the business is right. You get me? I ain't saying just run and do anything, but there's no reason why this can't be something that's been happening. So I like to hear Bob Arum saying he's working with the PBC. Like, I think they having a pretty interesting, solid start to this year. I'm liking it. I'm liking some of the free shows and stuff. We got who's this, Joey Spencer and Tim Zoo coming up too. But what is it, this weekend? I think it's this weekend. So
yeah,
I don't know. We need to see more of that, more of their free shows. I'm liking it. PVC is pretty good, but I think everybody has a level of sustainability, but it's always better when you working together. To me, it's like y'all gotta coexist to a degree. Y'all in the same field, and it's only but so big. So why not, find a way to really coexist and make it, make sense for all parties involved. Like, let's make it overall. Let's make the overall product better. And how do you do that? I think just people being willing to be open to working with each other, and so we don't have reasons for fights that's world class. The best fights in the world being taken off the table. Like, I just hate it, man. There's no reason for it. Jado was good with it, fam.
Yeah. Yep, couldn't agree more. And it's I'll definitely be looking to call into your show next time when we know more about this Dana White Boxing League. But I seriously, I did not think that they would actually be putting out a structured a pay structure like they did. Now, I know Turkey's refuted it and said no, those aren't the real numbers, but I didn't think they'd be putting it out there because it's the. I mean, you would know this better than me, bro. But my opinion on boxers is that because boxers they have this ability to make huge amounts of money in any fight. Like, there's always that uncertainty, but it can be a purse for any fight can be big or it can be small. I don't know I never thought that you would solve the problem by bringing in a very rigid pay structure. I felt boxers like the ability to be able to make lots of money in any fight. So the fact that they're doing that, I think it's actually making the sports league or the boxing league under Dana White and TKO, I think it's making it less attractive, to be honest, because boxers are going to look at that and say, well, okay, I with certainty I can make this amount of money in each fight, but if I go with Top Rank or PBC, if I go out of the sports league, then I have the ability to make way more money. So it's a very interesting idea that they're coming up with, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, I think Dana White's going to be good for the sport overall, and it's very interesting because they're looking to do it with prospects. And if you're able to, I mean, one thing Dana White's very good at, I know it's an MMA, but he was actually a boxing guy before he even got into MMA. He knows how to build fighters up. So if you clearly they are investing in the long run of building up prospects and making them comfortable, making them happy with the amount of money they're making, then they turn pro. And they've got Turkey and Riyadh season with endless amounts of cash. So it's a very it's a huge challenge, but it's an interesting one. So I'm very interested to see where this goes. It's and Turk again, Bob Arum teaming up with PBC and looking to make big fights happen. And they've got plenty of champions and plenty of divisions over there. That's just going to make it That's just going to make it tougher for them.
I agree. I mean, I can't wait to actually see how a lot of these so-called plans unfold, because I ain't gonna lie, man. Again, I got mixed feelings about it. Throwing out the pay scale, like I said, they probably did that just to see who would bite and who they could get to reach out or be interested, right? And I think that pay scale or them numbers might be I don't know, like a little eye catching to certain people, but again, not for the established guys that they essentially, I think, would need to be to even make a dent, even to be sustainable, to make sense at all, right? I think you need the talent, like, so they got high hopes, and I just don't know. Bob Arum even spoke about, they bringing in Dana White, and if that is any indication that, how guys are going to be getting paid, is it going to be similar to what the UFC has been doing? I wonder how that's going to work too. And big shout out to the Queen Lisa for the huge $100 donation, as always, supporting the grind in the Cash App. Appreciate
If I was Floyd and he was me, he would never have to fight again because that exhibition shit. As me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds. And we both gonna get $100+ million for it,
right?
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due,
right?
And
love, much appreciation. And McQueen, what's good with it, bro?
Chilling. I'm curious to see where Top Rank ends up as far as broadcasting. Because that's one of the roadblocks to some of these fights not happening. We always look at which side of the street, where you got to see what town that side of the street is even in, as far as broadcasting goes. Because there's a whole bunch of things that need to be taken into consideration as far as like the broadcasting rights, the replay, and all that other stuff. Who owns the footage long term? If you see what they're doing now on Tubi, they got the HBO boxing channel, the Top Rank boxing channel, this one, that one. So whoever holds on to those long-term rights, that's also important as well.
Yeah.
So I'm guarantee you that's something that comes up in negotiations between these promotional outfits. It's like, yo, who's going to broadcast this thing?
Man, that make a lot of sense.
Big who's going to retain this?
Queen Lisa, greatly appreciate you.
Yeah, the different networks, they are the biggest question marks in boxing, because the networks they have demands which promoters need to make, and then the promoters. I mean, I always wondered when promoters would say, "Sorry, we can't do business with this guy because he's with another promoter." In other words, on the wrong side of the street. I wondered how much of that was driven by the networks, because the networks, they're the ones who need to make money, and they're the ones who need the fights. So it's, which again, having with DAZN being, it's not that DAZN's the best product, but it's because DAZN is the one that Turkey's chosen to get behind. That's solving a ton of issues, especially over in the UK and in Europe. And in the US, I don't know. I think Amazon Prime seems like the most likely option, because ESPN isn't going to renew with Top Rank unless they pull a miracle out of the hat. And ESPN, because they've been putting so much behind the UFC, because I cover MMA on my channel, and it's the UFC deal. They really did strike gold. ESPN, for me, they missed the boat big time on that. So maybe that's why they're not renewing with Top Rank. And if Amazon, I mean, I don't know how long this deal with PBC is, but maybe they sign a new one, because if they were able to bring Top Rank onto the show, then I mean that quadruples PBC's value big time.
Right. You make some great points, man. I say, man, the more information comes out, the better it will be. But I'm definitely looking at Turkey with a watchful eye. Bro, it seems like I'm going to crush y'all. He came in swinging, man. But I just want to see more fights, man, and easier, and just more regularly. If you can do that, then kudos. I ain't into how much these guys getting paid. If it works for them, it's great for me, right? But I just hope it's not a headache to be able to, access, the content, the fights. You know what I'm saying? I just so many questions out there. So many. Tubi always has boxing on old and new. Yeah. It's dope seeing the boxing on Amazon Prime now. It's dope seeing it. Being able to go back and watch pay-per-views that you paid for. It's dope. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
Tubi has a Top Rank channel, HBO Boxing. They show all those classic fights.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool. And like Reese was saying down there about Paramount's Punch.
Right.
Sorry, I missed that point. Do you mind repeating that?
You know what I'm saying? Like Reef was saying down there about Paramount Plus. Another reason why broadcasters are important is because of all of their subsidiaries. Like, for example, when PBC was with Showtime was a subsidiary of CBS Paramount.
Right.
And you notice Bud got most of his exposure after the Errol Spence fight. It wasn't just because he fought Errol Spence. It was because of Showtime's affiliation with CBS Paramount. So now he's doing interviews with Gayle King and so on and so forth. They have all these other platforms that are on the channels underneath that umbrella. And when they were with Fox, you would always see Errol Spence at the Cowboy games with Jerry Jones and things of that sort. That's how PBC was able to build Errol Spence as a star. And you have the vignettes where you see him with the American flag bandana on and all that stuff. Things like that are super important as far as growing the awareness and brand recognition of not only the promotional outfits but also the fighters as well. So yeah, man, them broadcasts, it really matters. And another thing too, like just alluded to, was accessibility. You need some of these events blocked because it's like I've never even heard of this platform, or it's just a struggle for you to even gain access, or you post something and then you don't get the proper link. Then the live stream is bogus. Like one of them Diamond King events in recent times, people were paying for it. They were dissatisfied. Like, yo, I paid for this. Where's the fight? BLK Prime. Yo, we paid for this. Where's the fight? I never got a refund. So accessibility is also important. But yeah, man, I think that'll be the thing that's really going to take the sport to the next level. Is there's just so many things that could be solved with guys being on the same broadcasting network. But one is one less barrier. If you got a network that has a big subscriber base like Amazon Prime, I feel like they have so many things they could do to really turn the PBC up a notch. Like, I was thinking about this. There's so many fighters on PBC that we don't see because they don't have enough dates for them. Take those fighters, do a reality show like The Contender or The Ultimate Fighter or what have you, and then boom, people are tuning for the show itself. Get to know the fighters, their backstory, so on and so forth, and then you get to follow their journey. And then before you know it, boom, these guys are fighting on the free cards, and then before you know it, then you can sell us a pay-per-view on these guys.
Right.
Or just find ways to leverage what you have in that deal with Amazon. Because if I'm not mistaken, Amazon Prime has like over 130 million subscribers. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, bro.
It's ridiculous, bro.
It's like when I first heard of them presenting it, I was like, Amazon Prime, because we go to thinking like, damn, we got? I'm like, oh shit, I got it already. Like, I thought that's what was dope. Like, the fact that they went to something that a lot of people, if you paid it, they had it already. Like, you ain't have to really go, oh, I gotta go and get it. You had it for other reasons. So I think that's what made that move smart. Like, I don't think people really had to do anything extra to get it, and access it. And I think it's very simple. It's 1, 2, 3. It's a different change. And you know how boxing fans is. We like the shit to stay the same. But I think that was a smooth change, man. And, it took a second to get going, but that's to be expected. I think now it kind of rolling and you seeing the potential of this move and how it could end up working out for them. So, especially with these free shows coming up, I like them. Like, it's hard to knock them. To give you these, good cards that we ain't got to pay a ton of money for. Is good.
Yeah, definitely. And it's not like Al Heyman's the only one to do this, but yeah, the problem is that a bunch of his fighters have just been very inactive because they didn't have options. Like Andy Ruiz and Deontay Wilder had to go elsewhere just to get opportunities to fight. So, but yeah, if I don't know if they'll end up signing a different deal with Amazon, or maybe they'll just be given more dates than what was planned. But it's in order to get the best network deal, you have to have the best product. And DAZN, ironically, when they came along, they were new. When they were brand new, all they had was Eddie Hearn, and they banked on Eddie Hearn being as successful in the US as he was in the UK. And he, in the end, Eddie Hearn pretty much kind of failed in the US, but they've been because they were like the newest guys on the block, and also being a streaming app. That's what brought Turkey over. That's what brought Frank Warren over, De La Hoya, and now they're all on one. Again, this has solved so many issues. With America, yeah, it's going to be super interesting. Do they sign a new deal with Amazon Prime or? But either way, that's again PBC's value has like going to go up times 15 if they're able to, if PBC is able to work together with Top Rank. So yeah, it's and as we said,
that's on the way. I think that's in the makings too. I really do, and I think it's some upside for both parties involved, and maybe they'll see that, and they'll have more of an incentive to continue to do business and work, right? Like, it ain't so bad after all kind of deal. That's all I want to see. You know what I mean? Just, give us the fights. We got the talent, now give us the fights. Because, our junkies, we paying the money. So, yeah, I got to give us the fights. Give us a reason to want to go in our pockets, man. That's all. D1.
Shit, ain't too much of a reason you got to give me, my boy. Two people fighting, and I'm in my pocket immediately.
We'll watch a couple of.
I got it bad, but what up, fellas?
What's good with it?
What up,
you
bro?
about to say, Ant?
No, I was gonna say, once upon a time, I thought similarly to fight sport as far as the PBC and inactivity, but then when I really peeped what was going on. Despite the lack of dates, PBC fighters, some of them, they still were active to a degree. And I don't think that that's something that's brought up enough when it comes to PBC or Al Heyman, but I guess you could say like the whole entity.
Right.
Like, for example, Edwin De Los Santos, his last fight prior to the injury, it wasn't on a PBC card, but he's a PBC fighter. And he was over there on Top Rank. The Wilder Fury rematches, they happen where? On Top Rank. So it's like, even when certain fights aren't happening on a PBC promotion or a platform or what have you, these guys are still able to get some work in. Ryo and Pitbull wasn't on the PBC card. Carlos Adames just fought recently.
Right.
On the 22nd of February. Wasn't on the PBC card. So I think as a whole, yeah, they could have been a little bit more active over the past couple of years, but to some degree, their fighters have found a way, at least the guys that are near the top, they found a way to be relatively active. It hasn't been as bad as I once thought it was. Like when I really look at the full picture.
Right. Man, you make perfect sense, man. We are seeing it. If you're really paying attention, these guys have been low-key working together. It's just you like to hear them speak on it. I think the more you hear it being vocalized, you could expect to see more of it. And I think at a better pace, more rapid pace, or even a higher scale. So that's what we need. We've been needing that for so long for boxing. I mean, I said this all along. Boxing didn't need no saving. Didn't need somebody to come save it. It just need people that really have the best interests of boxing at heart and really want to just be a part of putting on real good shows and, putting on great matchups that's worth the money that y'all gonna be charging for. That's what I always say.
Fighters gotta want to fight too, man. These guys gotta want to be out there.
Absolutely. I mean, John Wick would it do? Yeah, that pays. Yeah, I heard the same thing though, Shelton, for sure. Handful of guys, and it's not good. You have over 50 to 100 fighters. Yeah, I think some of the cause of the inactivity
talking crazy again.
With guys get paid, possibly. I mean, guys getting paid. I mean, some of these dudes demand big bucks. So I think the more money you demand per fight, you know, you're more likely to see that person a little less. That's the way I see it. You know, you know what I mean. You got it. So for some is manageable, but you know, I think for any up and comer, obviously you don't want to see that. You want to see them busy as possible. I think as you climb the ladder, you're gonna start to naturally see guys a bit less anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like you get to a point where you don't got to work as hard, right? You don't got to see me as much. I'm still putting in the work, right? I'm gonna show up. You give me a note. I know that magic number be like 3 a year, but I ain't tripping if it's 2. You know, if you're at a point where you put in some work, I can understand. Because now it's about managing and longevity now too. It's not just trying to, you know. But if you can stay active, and beat ass, you know. But I start to understand.
That's what I would do.
Guys get up.
I'd be out in this motherfucker fighting every chance they gave me. It wouldn't even take much money. Shit, you got a date? Let's get it. But
right,
you know what Teo talk about? He getting crazy again? Teo talking crazy again?
Yeah, he say he do everything better than Crawford. Core put people to sleep, Haney soft. Not that he wanted to fight nobody though. He don't want to fight nobody. He just want to talk crazy.
Yeah. My bad.
I like the kid. Let's see what he do against Barboza. He got his work cut out for him. Let's see if he can make it easy like he did against he made Josh Tuttle look relatively easy. Let's see if he can do that against Barboza. If he tricking
Barboza fuck around and upset all them plans they got for Teo. Barboza ready, bro. And he been eyeing Teo for years. I don't think he's got the talent, but you know what I mean? You never know, man. It's a fight. The best version of Teo better show up.
He giving me Cambosa's vibes. Barboza
real shit, dog.
With his confidence, it ain't too much. It's just like, bro, I know I can beat you. It's one of them things.
Tatted up just
I know. So I just hope he fight like
get it.
And just do if I could just comment on that. You said that that Barboza is giving you Cambosa's vibes. I was about to say if Teo turns up like he did against Cambosa's with no technique, no fight IQ, he just go out there and kill him. You know what his dad was screaming at him. Then he's definitely going to lose because Barboza's slick. You know, he's not like Pernell Whitaker, but Barboza can be slick. He's a southpaw, and super confident. And Teo, the biggest, and I'm a fan of Teo. So this kind of sucks, but he cannot cut off the ring when you move against him. Like
he's a southpaw.
He couldn't do that. Barboza can fight southpaw. But I saw him switch to southpaw at times against Catterall, but Teo just doesn't cut off the ring against guys who move. He didn't do that with Ortiz. He didn't do that with Sandor Martin, and it's just really frustrating. So, it's going to be very interesting. Teo needs to bring his A game, and again, if he fights the way he's fought in his last few fights, then he's definitely going to lose. So, yeah, I cannot wait to see this fight personally.
Me either, bro.
I want to see. I'm telling you, and a lot of times when people be loud and proud before they fights and just talking all careless and reckless about everybody that comes to mind, they get in there and have a hell of a performance. And I don't mean in a good way. They end up having a rough night or a performance that,
thanks, bro.
You know, I've seen it so many times. You just be sitting up there trolling, and like every time somebody mention a name, it's like something negative. And your fight coming up, okay, you better
like
be on.
We not paying attention and shit. We paying close attention, my boy. You fuck around and slip up against Barboza, we dragging you, dog. Real shit.
little bit too gone gear 2-1 gear. Teal was level above that when he's at his best, which is always a given. Yeah, I do, you know, I lean toward him, but I look at Barboza as a live dog, right? Somebody that he better not come, you know, not focused or emotional or any of that. It don't seem like he is though either though, but I'm just saying he better be locked in though. This dude been, you know, he been asking for this, and I hope it's for good reason. Even if he lose, like if you go out there and show us like a fight, push him, like, and T.O. don't look the way he thinking about looking, credit to Barboza, man.
Legacy, no, he'll be in my shorts. You know what I mean? T.O. be getting drug all over the YouTube streets in short form.
I always try to get his dude his just due, man. But I just wish he'd give it to the fighters he speak about, or at least talk his shit and say you gonna fight him. I've been saying that. Like, just fight some of these guys. People won't even care. They'll be like, all right, T.O. talk shit and beat you up. Cool. We like him. We like it. Who else you don't like, T.O.? Call him out.
Go more.
We'll love it. Clay and Ray, my gosh. Shout out to Clay, Ray, and Tree Saints.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I was just shout out to Legacy. Just having a conversation with him, you know, just talking about the other shows that I try to be on, and yeah, Clay and Ray, 2 cents, they're all fantastic.
Right. Yeah, right. All good. Shout out to the content creators, man, on this grind. But let's keep rolling, man. So T.O., yeah, he did all that talking, but you know, May 2nd to tell a lot. And he said he training with his dad because he obviously ain't with Reynoso no more. So that had to suck a little bit. But let's see if that makes any kind of a difference, right? Something I did want to touch on briefly. I know y'all seen this already, right? With now they're not fighting each other. I know people see it. Are they fighting each other? They ain't fighting each other, but they supposed to be on the same card. What is this? This is the May card. It's May or March. Hold on.
Yes.
Yep.
I thought it was in preparation, so they can fight.
I think it probably is. Probably is.
They're building it up. That's what I seen. That's what I seen.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get to my notes. Let me get to my messages. And shout out to LetsBuild. Yeah, that's May 31st. Right, May 31st. And Charlo's supposed to be fighting the guy Jose Resendez. We seen him fight before. So shout out to L for predicting that. He really called this shit, and that's why I be calling the facts. He called it, and that's the fight that's coming up.
Dub be knowing, bro.
He really called Charlo opponent.
No doubt.
We got him fight. So that's what I like to see. I want to see them two both on the same card. That's cool. I think they've been doubting Charlo a lot. Look, he been back in the gym, shaking back. I just, hey, man, people gonna be people, but I don't like counting dudes out, man. He had a rough couple few years, man, but got to get a dude the opportunity to get back. That's really what's missing. Get in there with your brother. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get back and push each other, man.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Push each other. Get in there and get a Caleb Plant fight, because at the top of his game, that's a great fight to watch. And Caleb Plant ain't playing with y'all. Y'all better come correct. I'm telling you, Caleb could fight, man. He slept on, but I do like to see this. And notice said something about 68. So I'm guessing that's where the fight is going to be at, and that's where you need to be at, bro. You've been off long enough to the point where naturally you at 68 now, dude. You don't even gotta carry yourself to make 60. Just go to 68 and be great, or be as good as you can be there. So he still ain't took the ring. You got something left, bro. Like,
big,
bro. I think you got something left.
They should have been at 68. Well, the big Charlo, at least in my opinion, bro.
Your brother fought.
I'm telling you, you'll fight so much better with fucking shaving all that weight. Like, you know what I mean? You get down to that last 5 pounds and shit. It's killing these guys, bro. Effective performance like crazy.
To take that fight with Canelo instead of Mel.
Yeah, bro. Me too. But inactivity, partying and shit.
He passed somebody's line. What they probably said they was fighting each other, didn't they? Yeah, them dudes they supposed to be on the same card for May 31st. I don't know who opponent is. I'm gonna ask Sid, bro. Know who Plant might be fighting.
I think it's Cornflake. I heard Dub say the shit earlier, and I forgot the name of what's his name. What's Cornflake's name?
Yeah, if Dub said it, it's very possible.
Thomas Lamanna.
Okay.
That's Cornflake's name, Thomas Lamanna.
Yeah,
that's who he's fighting. That's who Charlo fighting.
I know that was the name that they was throwing out there with Charlo.
Yeah,
dude, you just mentioned Thomas Lamanna. Now it's
Cornflake
Resendez. Hold on, no, that's Sweet Hands. I'm bugging. That's Sweet Hands. Sweet Hands opponent, and the other one, you might be right. It might still be Lamanna for Charlo. Know what I'm saying? Might be. Yeah, so that's my bad, y'all. That's Plant's opponent, not Charlo's. That's Plant, Jose Resendez. So yeah, it might still be the guy, Thomas Lamanna for Charlo. It just need a shake back fight. You know what I'm saying? Shake back fight. We need to see Plant again after the Trevor McCumbee fight. And let's just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going. Let's get them in the ring together. That's he slapped that man. They gotta fight. They could piece it up, be cool as hell afterwards. But y'all, a fade is necessary. Definitely. I don't need to rehash what happened, bro. That slap was heard around the boxing world. Man, y'all gotta fight. Y'all gotta run.
And I got to bounce, but thanks for having me on. Just if I could just plug my channel for a second, Fight Sport Talk, and I
got you.
Yeah, thank you, brother, and thanks everyone. And I just got to say, I mean, as long as Charlo wants to get back in there, because against Jose Benavidez Jr., he just looked bored. As long as he wants to get back in there, then cool, and nothing could motivate him more than that slap. Because Caleb Plant must have landed the hardest slap ever heard in boxing on Charlo's face, and it's that's great. But thanks for having me on, guys. Peace out and salute to everyone.
Yeah, yes, sir. Returning my favorite fight, Jamal Charlo. I'm telling you, man, they've been counting him out, man. Maul, you know, you allowed to go through life. You get me? Sometimes shit be self-inflicted, but we make mistakes. We screw up, but it's just like in boxing, we don't allow each other. You don't allow the fighters to bounce back. You're like, nah, man, he messing it up. He blowing it. Care how much money at stake and how much access you got. Like that's sometimes when the
only sport that's like it,
man. Right. So, man, I just can't wait to see them both. I want to see them both bounce back because they both been getting a bad rep. You know what I mean? Charlo, Jamel after the fight with Canelo, people start quiet. He's not a lion. I ain't a lion no more. It's easy to say that shit, but I know they ain't had no business taking that damn handicap match. Just call it what it is. We saluted it, right? And don't tell me if you got an opportunity to make that type of money, you ain't gonna do it. I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? I'll pull up the little caption with who was it? Jao Patai, I think it was, saying he didn't receive a paycheck until his 19th professional fight. I'm telling you, it drives me crazy when somebody be like, I ain't chasing the bag. What is he supposed to be chasing? Ain't you chasing the bag in life? Like, right? Like you just in it to be normal or regular, ordinary? Nah, you gonna get to it. So you got guys ain't getting paid to their 19th pro fight. What do you got? 20-some fights now? 26, 27? Like, think about that. Count the paychecks. He fought more times for free than not. You get what I'm saying? Like, that shit is crazy, man. Don't tell me that a guy can't go get paid. Don't tell me a dude shouldn't be chasing the bag. Yes, he should. It's easy to say that from the outside looking in, but when that money on the line, on the table, you don't know how long your window is. You got to go get that. Strike while the iron hot. Take advantage of every opportunity that makes sense along the way. It ain't no tomorrows in boxing. There ain't no tomorrows. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no damn tomorrows. Did y'all see the damn, I ain't even want to play the video, but did y'all see the video of the dude catching the seizure mid-fight? Mid-fight, bro. Seizure
mid-fight. I can't see that.
Mid-fight. I was like, bro, man, mid-fight. And like, damn, that's crazy.
The bare knuckle joint?
Man. Mid-fight.
The bare knuckle or the boxing match?
No, it was boxing. It was boxing.
Yeah, there's a bare knuckle one too.
Boxing. I got it in my thing. I ain't downloaded because I ain't want to watch it like and play it, but that was crazy. That's what I'm saying, man. This sport brutal, bro. Shit takes so much out of these dudes, man. That's why I try to support the way I do, man, and just enjoy it, man. This shit serious. Slapped him twice.
It's a fine line. There's a real fine line between, oh, that was a dope knockout, and oh shit.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? He didn't really get hit. Like I think he took one shot right before it wasn't nothing real crazy. Then out of nowhere, he just like fell. And dude, you know, the ref started counting for a second. And then it's like he caught it and stopped and went to help him. I'm like, man, that's crazy, man. Like right in the middle of the fight. Mid fight, like middle of the fight, like just right in the middle of the ring. I'm like, dude, like, bro.
Like Roy Jones joint. Roy Jones hit that dude on top of his head and he seized out. It was seasoned. Like, damn.
Right on. Keep fooling the table. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. 19-0, bro. Until he got his 19 fight, he received a check. Opa shit is crazy, bro. It's crazy. You heard Regis talking about how he fought for free, multiple fights. Deja Green. Like that's the story for a lot of these fighters. Don't be having that crazy backing and that push from the gate. That shit make all the world of difference. Get what I'm saying?
It's only the top 2%, bro, that are actually making dough like that. You know what I mean? So that's why people get all pissed off about the TKO salaries and shit. And to 90% of boxing's looking at that like, please get some kind of structure in here and let me get paid like they do. Because it's better than not getting paid at all. Shit.
You need it. I'm telling you. Yeah. Yeah, this shit is brutal, man. I'm telling you, man. It takes so much out of these guys. It's take a lot to perform at that highest level and continuing to do it. So let's keep rolling while I got y'all up here, man, because you know this May 2nd card coming up. And a lot of people been they always take this. You can't lose in today's boxing. Y'all know that already. You know, especially if you, God forbid, you get knocked down a few times too while you at it. So this is something that they was talking about over here on the Boxing Voice, as it pertains to young Devin Haney. And I listen, and we do this with every single fighter I think that has lost in recent memory that I could think of. Like all it takes is one loss, and this is the thought process. Shout out to the Boxing Voice over
Bottom line, if Devin Haney loses this fight, career over. He has the most pressure in the sport. Ain't that what they said about Wilder? Ain't that what they said about AJ? Every time somebody is positioned to lose back to back, we automatically think your career is over, but the career won't be over. Devin and Bill have placed high expectations on themselves. They want to be compared to Floyd Money Mayweather.
If Ramirez can get in there and make it gritty, Haney's going to have to bite down on that mouthpiece and dig deep. Some think this could be the toughest fight since Loma and Ryan. I think Devin is going to be probably stopping Ramirez. I'm going to just say that right now.
I don't know about that, but this is
I might be the only one dying on that, man, but I feel like Devin has to stop Ramirez. He has to.
There we go.
Bottom line.
Shout out to him, man. Shout out to the Boxing Voice. I just like to appreciate different perspectives, man. But that first
who the fuck does Ness got on his show, bro?
Yeah, that was Two-Tone and somebody else. I don't know if that was I don't know who that other guy was, but
casual as shit.
All you got to do is lose. You hear? Oh, he lose this fight, his career is done.
It's over.
Now let's talk about that for a minute. I mean, realistically, it'll take a crazy hit, but let's really highlight that. I get that 420 shit, but let's chalk it up. It didn't count. Like, yeah, it counted, but it'll be one loss he'll have officially on his record, though. Now, I know what we've seen, but still, it'll be officially one. You telling me it's just over. There ain't no way he could bounce back. Now, you go out there and get cleaned up, knocked out or something like that, or beat down again. Now, now your chances are so much tougher, but man, losses happen. Sometimes you're going to get your ass kicked a couple times. It might be in a row for you to bounce back. You get what I'm saying? Some people lose a couple fights in a row and then turn it around. Like, how many fights that Tevin Farmer started out losing, bro? He had a mean-ass run before he lost again. I had to go back and look. He was
Muhammad Ali got like 10 losses, dude.
He's gonna lose.
No, he ain't got 10.
Is what it is.
Yeah. Today's boxing is like it's an indictment on the fans. If it's over after one loss, bro, that says a lot about boxing fans, bro. How the hell is it over after
shit to me?
One loss, bro, and it's done. Career over. You can't lose this fight.
And wouldn't it be 2 losses to the same guy if he loses to fucking Ryan Garcia? Like, let's stop the cap. It might be over for a couple fights for him getting the kind of paydays the Haneys want, but it ain't over, dude. If he wants to keep fighting, he can keep fighting and make it back to the top. You just got to get some get back, a couple little light touches, get back on the saddle again and get back into rare form and go get it, bro. Today's boxing fans sucks.
He might be fighting Ramirez at a good time, at a perfect time. He might be low key. Not to overlook him, but you know he's had some better days too. Once upon a time. Let's see if if Devin Haney can box him, bro. I could see that. I could see a decision victory for him. I mean, don't complicate this shit. Don't make it too hard for yourself. But you got to be smart. But looking at some of the work that he did, I'm telling y'all, I know people laugh a lot because he was getting dropped. Really did some really, really good work against Brian.
He did.
Right, bro.
He did.
I got a clip that was breaking down. I think I got it in here that was breaking down the fight and some of that work that he was doing, bro. I think people have forgot he hurt that dude. Yeah, I hurt Ryan in that fight. Remember he buckled him? And Ryan tried to, he even admitted to it after the fight.
Yep.
He
Yep.
Devin caught his ass with something clean.
Busted his gloves together like, come on.
You get me? Yeah. You don't miss me with all this pillow fisted stuff. Like, fight fans be weird with that. That shit hurt. It didn't feel good. Trust me, you didn't want Devin to land that punch like that again. Guarantee you that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? He staggered the hell out of his ass with that punch. I think this is it. He staggered.
No doubt.
First part because he was
no doubt. I remember that shit.
Ryan was wild.
Mom, fuck you up.
Yeah, I gotta skip that part. Y'all know he was wilding.
Yeah, he was.
What's up, Ryan? Pause, no, dude.
I promise you, I'm coming straight for you. It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly. I'm talking ugly. He get reckless. He will get caught. Like he will get caught before. We'll have 3 opportunities to save him. It's gonna be bad. Anyways.
Hey Ryan, if you get knocked out the first round, are you gonna retire?
I'll give you my word.
Defending, here is the Dream out of Victorville, California, presenting Garcia.
It's quick. To get overconfident. Big left hand by Garcia.
We was getting it off. And he got clipped in this shit too.
For real.
Caught him again. I need to take the better chin. And sure enough, that lethal left hook.
That shit hard. We all know that was damage. But he did some good work in this fight, bro.
There's a right hand for it. Luke Campbell got in the bottom.
Devin can't be throwing that mid-range jab against Ryan.
He's getting some shit in.
Caught every time.
Let's go. Disadvantage and up hook.
Look, caught his ass right there.
Third man in the ring.
Look, as soon as that mid-range jab comes out there.
I'm telling you.
Good feint. And here we go. It's a chess match between two, but it's not right. Devin Haney right now.
Caught his ass. Buckled him. Look. You don't want to get hit with that. Miss me with that. You ain't want him to keep hitting you like that.
Hell no.
Pillow fist my ass. Like that shit sound big.
He certainly looks more confident.
Sell a fight or talk. You know, trash talk. You don't punch that hard. You're not a puncher. Pillow fist in my ass.
The fact that he had to cut down to 135 and said no shoulder roll. That's not what we do.
Got some type of thump on it. So like you seen him having success in these rounds. Like it just when he made those mistakes, he made them big and it cost him big. So I think it's avenues for a rematch victory for him. It just all depends on if you corrected those mistakes, if you could avoid the left hook, if you really could prepare for it and neutralize it. And definitely don't get hit with it early. Get what I'm saying? Like boxers do. He's impatient, bro. He gonna make mistakes. That's what you're supposed to do. Wait for him to make mistakes. Force him. Tank knew better. This dude is going to get impatient, and I'm going to catch him. Get what I'm saying? He knew it. He's IQ, bro. Let him make a mistake. He even admitted, yo. Didn't he say he's a little more patient? He probably would have did a little better. Probably would have landed some of that shit. Not patient, but he knew this going into the fight. This is shit you have to know, and you have to demonstrate that you know it inside the ring. Can't just sell it in the fight. Oh, you only got this, and then you get there, and that all he got is all he need. Like, nah.
I think part of
he's neutralizing it, controlled it, man. He took that.
They gotta catch and shoot, not try to roll under it. Like Tank rolled under that shit. You gotta catch and shoot.
Where he almost, you know what I mean, got some shit in, but Tank knew better. Make the adjustments and take that shit away from him. You're not hitting me with that shit because he know that's the punch that could get me out of here. I'm not letting him land that shit. No.
Yeah.
Then I
can get anybody out of there.
Smart. I'm not letting you land the only thing that you need to get me out of there. I'm supposed to let you land that? Hell no, absolutely not. I'm gonna take this from you and I'm gonna land mine, put you down, and then punch your rib halfway out your back. You know what I'm saying? So it's just levels, man. IQ, man. IQ. Devin, you had some time to work. This shake back fight could do you a lot of good for your confidence. I hope he win the right kind of way. Don't take a lot of like punishment. You know what I'm saying? In this fight, I just want to see him go out there and win as cleanly as possible and get on to the next fight because he's going to need that. He need his health bar on full getting back in there with Ryan Garcia.
Facts. You need 100% health bar. No doubt.
Full health bar, bro. Hey, what's good with it, dog? How you feeling? You're going to need it, man. Devin can know all he needs to know. If he gets in the ring again with in shape Brian, he going to sleep again. I can't wait to see it. Yeah, for me, Ryan in shape could be problematic, but it's for me, it's all about that IQ. I still think that Devin is the smarter fighter out of the two. I think he's the more disciplined and committed fighter. For those reasons, those qualities, I think there's room for success for him. It's just about application and execution, right? You can't be getting clipped like D1 was saying. You throwing shit, punches and shots from the wrong range, leaving your chin exposed. That's all bad for you. That's all bad. But, you know, I do think, and I'm not just saying it because I want him to win. I do think he can beat him. That's why I played that clip. Like, yeah, he got dropped and all that, but the success that he was having, it said wasn't one-way traffic, and then he buckled his ass in his own right. So he get silly. He got a little careless in that moment and got clipped. Devin did say he get careless. He gonna walk into something. He did. I mean, he had the adrenaline, fought it off, but he felt that. He felt that. I don't give a damn how you try to celebrate. Or
no doubt about it.
I felt that.
Yo, I gotta duck off, bro. I'll be live after you though. Thanks for letting me come up, bro. I'll be live after KB. Angry white man. Peace, homie. Peace. Be good, Ant.
To my dog, Pooh.
Hold it down.
Haney actually weight class may help his power. It could. Another thing with Haney, did I put the picture in here? He looks pretty solid. Looking, you know, he always.
Yeah, he looks strong, man.
Yo, he do, yo. I ain't gonna
lie. Vascular as hell. Look at all the veins in his forearms and his bicep.
I swear, I hope it translates to the ring.
Accusations on the way.
You look healthy, man. That's the healthy.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Looking healthy, G. You know, shout out to Pooh, man. Appreciate you, my dog, man. More tired can crack. Hey, man, Andy, a good scrap. Yeah, snacked up.
See, I just said it. The snackization.
Nah, but he look healthy. Kid look healthy. That's what I like to see. He has been working, you know, while he had some time off too. So hopefully it show, man. That's all you need to do. Get your confidence, build your confidence back. As long as you still one of the best boxers in the game. And that alone is going to be problems for people. You stick to your game plan. You had an opportunity to see how not doing that don't work, right? So scrap that. Y'all talking about game plans, keep that in-house. Y'all put together whatever game plan you need to be successful. And I think in this upcoming fight, box his ass, get your legs back under you, shake off any potential ring rust, right? You know what I mean? Get some rounds in and get you a clean victory and get up out of there. But he looked like he in great shape, though. You know what I'm saying? You can't get this if you ain't putting in no work. But I know y'all hate the snack fighters, but this is what it is. You know? It is what it is.
Snack ain't about to just magically give you a physique. You definitely got to work for it. It's the same thing with any type of enhancement. That's what it is. It's an enhancement, not a cure-all. You can't just wake up, take something, and just look like that.
Right.
That's hard work right there.
All right. Hard work and dedication, man. Hard work and dedication, man. And that's what I appreciate about him, which I always did. The man work ethic is you can't question it. You're gonna go in there and put that work in. I know people don't like some of the individuals he's been affiliated with, but overall I think this is a good kid, man. Took a tough fight with Ryan. It didn't go his way. And he's been getting like drug ever since, right? And some of it understood, but then some of it people going too far. So I stand with Haney when I say kick his ass. You get me? Kick his ass, get in there, beat Ramirez up, beat and then handle your handle with Ryan. But we just gonna keep it focused on Ramirez. That's a fight I think y'all might have picked right. Y'all might have caught a guy that, in a similar situation as y'all. Ain't coming off a rough fight and didn't go his way, right? People doubting you, they think it's over. He moving up, you moving up. Yeah, both could be healthier when it's all said and done. He's only 2. You know what I mean? 2 losses. It don't have to be over for him. But y'all in must-win situations. Tim Bradley called it a must-win. He didn't say the career is over if he lose, but he said this is a must-win for both guys. But he feel like Haney got outbox him and beat him. And I second that, Timmy. I think so, too. Shout out to my homie 8, man. And the Cash App always supporting the grind. Much love. Yeah, man, hit the like button for your guy. Don't be shy. Hit the like button. Snacked up sound crazy. Snack time for Marcus. What it do, homie? Man, yeah, he snacked up and snacked out. You know what I'm saying? But he good. He helped
to the gills.
That's big Hanos. You know what I'm saying? I can't call him Drainos no more. That's big Hanos now. You know what I'm saying? He in shape. Big ups was good with. He in shape. He ready to go. Ramirez gonna have to deal with him, man. You know what I'm saying? Could be a little stronger. Watch. I'm gonna be looking forward to it because I know when he first moved up to 140, he definitely was razor sharp in that fight against Regis. I know it was a style thing for sure. I ain't tripping, y'all. It was a style thing for sure. I get it. But he kicked Regis' ass, man. And he was punching, and them punches were like they was stinging. They didn't feel good at all. And he had moments where Regis was looking like he was going to get stopped. So that's why, remember that. The same guy, Pillow Fist this, had a rough night in there. I just don't think you could sleep. Like, getting punched in your face with boxing gloves don't feel good, man. In shape, trained athlete that know how to throw his punches. Nah, bro, I don't think shit feel good about getting punched. You know what I'm saying? So Haney gonna go up there. I think he's gonna look solid at the weight. He already, so far so good physique wise. So I think he'll have his gas tank. I think he'll be good as long as his confidence is right. His mental and his confidence need to be right. That's intact, and his punch resistance ain't compromised or something crazy. He good money. He good money. Ramirez getting his ass kicked, y'all. Kick his ass. You get me? Yes, what it do, man? Dawson Caleb Plant versus Charlo. They on the same card, bro. They on the same card. They ain't fighting. They gonna be on the same card. But when that fight does come to fruition, it's great. It's gonna be a great one, man. If Charlo can get himself in tip-top shape at 168, I suspect he's gonna need a fight or so to do that. And if he looked like the Charlo yesteryear, man, I want to see it. It's a good matchup, good style matchup. Caleb Plant, obviously, less outside the ring, issues, but he has lost a couple times. He has been tested, got some wear and tear on him. Charlo's, most of his wear and tear came outside the ring, right? Just life shit, right? He's still undefeated in his own right. The right kind of win, with a comeback, I think that's a great fight for him. And the slap, it sells itself, bro. They're going to be playing that, talking about that, the entire build-up. And it is what it is. I think it won't be a soul that wouldn't be interested in seeing that. And Caleb Plant, since losing, like, who don't want to see him still? You get me? He one of them guys. So what if he loses? You want to see him again? Caleb Plant could fight his ass off. So that's going to be a good fight right there. And if Charlo is anything less than what he was, that makes that fight, tips it in, Plant's favor. So I don't know. Got that boxer versus that boxer puncher. I mean, and Charlo's a very disciplined, smart guy, heavy jab in his own right, strong physically, right? Good IQ, crazy uppercut, timing, at his best, of course. So it's a pick 'em fight for real. You know what I mean? like I said, the wear and tear for Charlo has made people question how much he got left. And then you got Caleb Plant that, he had a couple of tough fights, right? He had the Canelo fight, the knockout. He survived Benavidez. He had some tough rounds with Trevor McCumbee, but ended up getting him out of there. So, he's battle tested. So it's not all bad. Yeah, he got some wear and tear, some losses, been in some tough fights, but also built character. And I think that's a guy that, has been able to manage a career with losses, if that makes sense, in this new day and age where you can't lose, right? Caleb Plant still get that respect. Maybe not the complete recognition, but he's still respected. Only a fool would think Caleb Plant can't box and ain't one of the top guys, because he absolutely is. Wins, losses or not. If you see the people he lost to, Canelo Alvarez, no shame in that. And who didn't lose to Benavidez, right? That he fought. So it's no shame in that. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see that matchup. The slap alone make me want to see it. Without the slap, it's a great fight. But with that, it's must see. It gotta happen. Big Dre, what it do, homie? How you feeling? Snacker to the snicker, you was a fool, man. So shout out to DS, man. Yeah, man, that's how I'm on it, man. That's I think they might be lining that fight up for them to fight each other eventually. You know what I mean? It's kind of similar to what you see with Haney and Garcia. They on the same card, not fighting each other. They probably got roadblocks that lead to them fighting each other. So I could see that being the very same case for Plant and Charlo. Must see TV. And I think, obviously he wasn't in his right mind, man. Even just react the way he did after getting slapped, he didn't react like somebody that was like, he almost acted like that's not what just happened to him, man. I ain't gonna get all into that. That was very telling to me. So he been facing a lot of criticism and scrutiny since that slap. And ain't a lot of it, most of it's been all bad. So don't forget that this is the same guy that knocked out Julian J. Rod Williams with that picture perfect uppercut, man. It's that same guy that is smoking shit, you know what I mean? And I think if he can recapture anything close to him at his best, he'd be all right. But it gets tricky, though, because when you competing against the absolute best, Caleb Plant, whatever you say, he's amongst the absolute best, shit ain't going to be easy. You know what I mean? You want to be in shape, reflexes, timing, all that stuff. You got to be on point. How acclimated would you be to fighting at 68, right? Would you just be taking this get back fight and then getting in there with Plant? Or would you be taking another fight? You know how that's going to roll out for you. But either way, I think depending on how Charlo performs for this next fight, let's say how, it'll tell us a lot about what he may look like against Caleb. For the fight, Maul gonna be down. Shout out to Don.
That's likely why they're arranging this card like that. Mm-hmm. See what he look like, as opposed to just throwing him straight into the fire. Because we've seen Caleb recently, and Jamal has been, faced with a couple setbacks.
Right.
See what he look like. If he look right, Caleb handle business. Then you put them in there next. Rock out like that, man.
Shout out to my dog Big Drake, man, supporting the brand, man. Glad you do it. And anybody, shout out to Cal. You still in here, bro? If you try the shirt on, take a picture, bro. We gonna post it to the community wall. Anybody that gets their shirt, make sure y'all, take a picture and send it to your boy via social media so we can post y'all on the community wall. That's how we doing it. But this is my guy Dub, predicting in advance who they was gonna fight. Like, this shit is like a prophet. Told him, yo, I said they watching you at this point, bro. They ain't watching you. Put this stuff up, and then this is what we get. So Caleb Plant is back. Big Charlo is back. Little Big Charlo is coming back. And like I said, it's always good to see the brothers in the ring together in the gym, because I think that ain't no push like the push from your bro. So, it's good to see them in the gym in any capacity working together. Is good for, I think, Maul Charlo's mental person. Like, that's what I feel, So I hear some other things. He don't act right when he don't be around, bro. So Hopefully whatever they was going through that's behind them, and they just, about to make this push and let people know that lines only is still a thing. Charlos is still here. Like the amount of disrespect is crazy. That's why I say in boxing, it's like they forget about you after a little while, bro. One fight, they'll forget about you. Man, let you have some inactivity and you go through some things like a regular human. Oh man, they'd be like, yeah, he finished, man. They drunks, they this, they that. He ain't coming back. Then he come back and beat some ass, man. It'd be all the better, bro. So I'm truly pushing for both of these Charlo brothers. Mel, he got a lot of scrutiny, disrespect, and criticism after the Canelo fight. Right, I get it, but nah, man. Listening to my guy and thinking back, going back, watching that fight, he definitely tried. It's just that shit was ineffective. You know what I'm saying? Did he go all out? I don't think so, because I don't think he was willing to be knocked out. But I definitely think he tried, and that shit it was to no avail. It wasn't working. I think round after round, that shit ate at his confidence, and that's what we were seeing, right? People, we're studies saying that, oh, that's just, he was just surviving. Nah, that's a guy's confidence that's clearly taking a hit because he getting beat up, and everything he do, none of this shit is working. His best punches he hit this dude with, you know what I mean? It's not doing shit to him. It ain't moving him. It ain't slowing him down. It ain't deterring him. It ain't making him go to a plan B. None of that. And I think, and as a professional, that is the absolute first time that's ever happened to him in the boxing ring, where it just seemed to have little to no effect with your punching power, right? It couldn't bail you out if the fight is close or you fight some close competitive rounds and you get that clean ass shot in and it hurts your guy. That shit just wasn't available. You get what I'm saying? That just wasn't a possibility for this fight. You know what I mean? So that's what we were seeing. Confidence being chipped away from a world-class fighter, but he human. He like, yo, this shit ain't working. He obviously thought different when he got in there with Canelo, and he learned the hard way, but I just think, I still don't think, the criticism is cool, but the amount of disrespect was wild. Like, we ain't just see him run through his division and do the shit the right way. Like, what about that? That shit don't matter now because he lost. Like, what we doing? So can't wait to see him get back because of that shit. Show people that he still could be, the top guy in the sport. And for Maul, like, he ain't even taking a loss, and people like, man, the hell with Jamal Charlo. Oh, he drunk. He this, he that. I want to see him bounce back, bro. I do. Shout out to Big Dre. Say you gotta get a shaper tee. After Maul whoop on Thomas, he be whooping on Caleb. I talk to him, Tay Rodzilla, what it do, homie? How you feeling, bro? It's in the ride home. Safe travels, family. April Fool's joke is Charlo playing official. Nah, they fighting on the same card though for May 31st. They're supposed to be on the same card, and like I said, I think that's setting them up to fight down the line. You know what I mean? So it's a must-see fight. You know what I mean? Like I said, the slap did it for me. So, and even without that, it's a great fight. So give it to us. You know what I mean? Like I said, let's give it to us. My bad, y'all. His head on dead bodies, pure comedy. Oh man, I ain't even realized that. That's funny. Yeah, I'm snack strong. Flex on him. That's me, yeah. That's me, flex. You know what I'm saying? Snack strong. But yeah, man, I don't think my bad. I don't think Devin's career is over. He does lose. I just think it makes that road even tougher. And it's all about how you lose, right? Maybe if it could be a close points victory, right? And not a super entertaining fight. Anything. It could be a close loss, closely contested loss, or you know what I mean? It could be a close win. You know what I mean? Anything, but I don't think his career is over, right? We just got to stop writing dudes off after 1 or 2 losses, after a couple losses. Shit, even 3. It just all depends on who you lose to and how you lose. And as long as he don't go out there and take no Ryan Garcia type punishment, I think he'll be all right. You know what I mean? He gotta handle business, though. He definitely need to win, and he want to be as impressive as possible, but don't put yourself in harm's way to do it. I mean, you've done that already, and it didn't work out for you. So be smart. Be smart, man. Be smart. So that's that, and we're gonna keep. I spoke on this a little bit yesterday, right? I seen him. He had a clip where he was talking about Derrick James on this, man. Said he's cool. I definitely didn't see this happen. I didn't see this relationship being rekindled Not saying that it was so bad, but I didn't see this coming to fruition.
Can you talk to me about the split between you and Derrick James and what was that about?
Just wanting to be closer to my family. Being in Dallas, kept me away from Derrick. He didn't really want to go anywhere else. Derrick's more of a homebody to himself.
So if he would have willing to train somewhere else, you probably still would have trained with him?
Sure, yeah.
Really?
Derrick is, to me, one of my favorite trainers I've ever had. In all my career.
So you guys are still cool?
Yeah, cool. He's the coolest dude in the world, to be honest.
His favorite trainers that he's ever had in all his career. I asked the question, was this a good or bad move? For him, it should be a smarter move because, just for the brief time that he was with Derrick James, they had some success there. He had Ryan looking a bit more polished, kind of calmed down. He kind of slowed him down a bit, right? Without taking away his speed, if that makes sense. Just then make him super, I guess, careless and reckless. He fought with more intent and purpose, right? He was more purposeful with his moves and the shit he was doing in the ring. So, at a time where he was just appearing to be off the hinges, like, you get what I'm saying? Just mentally unstable. This could be a good look, right? Like I said, Derrick James seemed like a no-nonsense guy. Kind of, you see, he say a homebody. He probably stayed to himself. He's not for the BS, right? And you just gonna put him in position to be successful and win. Like, make him do things that matter, intent and purpose, right? And execute. That's Derrick James, right? A textbook kind of guy. Ain't gonna get in there and do a whole bunch of silly, unnecessary shit. He's gonna make it count, right? He's gonna make the days count. So I think it's a good move at this time for him. From a mental standpoint, it probably could calm him and slow him down a bit, so even protect him from himself. And you going in there with a guy like Rolly, who's not expected to win. He's looked at his damaged goods. I don't see too many scenarios where he beat you unless he get lucky. So you adding Derrick James to the mix could be a good thing. My question is, how long will this last? Will this be something that, you stick with finally? Because I think that's what the real question is. How long will you stick with him, right? Or are you bound to repeat the same situation and end up, on the outs again? So we'll see. Could be a smart move in the long run, but it all depends on Ryan Garcia, how long he allow, Derrick James to be a help in his career, right? You got to see. I just don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I didn't expect this, man. I really didn't. So we'll see if this is something that he can figure out long term, that stick with one guy and really grow and mature and actually learn, get what you're supposed to get from him, as opposed to, I'm gonna work with this guy for a little bit, stop working with him, work for somebody, come back. Like, that's what he need to do, settle down. Because if you look at his career, that's how he's scattered. He's just like all over the place. He in, he out, he here, he there. He not training, he focused. You know what I'm saying? He drinking, he partying, he back focused. Like, he just needs some stability. You know what I'm saying? I think ultimately, if allowed to a degree, Derrick James could provide that, at least in terms of his approach to a fight. Right? How he live his life is how he live his life. He's a grown man. But I do think, in a nutshell, Derrick James could have a positive effect on his career if given the right opportunity. So we'll see. Derrick made his family stop all that clown stuff. Yeah, calm. Maybe that's why he calmed down some more too. Danny versus Lil Charlo. Danny was talking about coming back too, I think. Who's dude in the world, but all those people there were, yeah. And I think ultimately they don't look at him as, a racist guy that a lot of people think he is, right? I just think they feel like he misguided and just ignorant, right? Just an immature dude. But at some point you got to hold yourself accountable, See Derrick James facing his last camp. Certain stuff is Ryan could drive anybody crazy, I believe, bro. I think he can drive anybody crazy. They see that bag. Let's be real. Like, it's just business at the end of the day, right? Like, it's like what you do in your personal life and social media, like that's Derrick James. I'm pretty sure from hearing him speak, look, he don't get into it. He probably don't even pay it no mind. As long as you don't bring that shit around him and probably, you know, his establishment and what he got going on, he don't got no reason to entertain it. And I think it's like, you know, he tend to just like, that's his situation to deal with. And I think that's how he kind of look at it, right? That's his situation to deal with. And he gonna allow him, you know, but he just here to train and it's business. He gonna get paid, he gonna train him. But he kind of gotta like him to a certain degree too, to even want to put up with him, you know, but I don't know. Maybe Ryan took advantage of a situation where he felt like, you know, it was an opportunity. But ultimately, his commitment to Derrick James will be telling, and how long he decided to stay put. Because we clearly know Derrick James ain't the problem at all. So if he can't make it work with him, then that's just Ryan is who he is. Diggy versus Kanye. You stupid. Crush the Legend. What's good, bro?
You know, I think to some degree he may need somebody like Derrick James to keep him somewhat level, keep him grounded. I'm trying to remember who it was that he was fighting. It might have been Duarte, but like during that lead up to that fight, he actually had Ryan doing some constructive stuff. Like he had the dude working, you know, doing community work at the Boys and Girls Club, things of that sort. So maybe that's what Ryan needs, somebody that's gonna have him doing some wholesome stuff, keep everything chill. He don't need to be around them knuckleheads he was in them videos with that's encouraging him to do all these other outlandish, goofy things. Just keep it boxing.
Utilizing his time better, you know? Making better use of his time. You get what I'm saying? That kind of doing something with your energy, right? Keeping it in the right spot. You know what I mean? Just keeping you focused and not just going out there like, you know, just being reckless and careless, man. You need like a big homie. I've been said that. Him and Tio could use one, a mentor or somebody that actually give a damn about him enough to keep him on the right path and constantly try to be a positive influence whenever they had an opportunity. So I think Derrick James fits the bill, you know what I mean? And like I said, it all depends on Ryan Garcia, how far they actually take it, you know. Excuse me, Derrick James, Ryan, stop closing his eyes and throwing the
Because there's two things Derrick James is about: boxing and his community. He don't play about his community work. And he stated several times in interviews, like once he's done with the current crop of guys that he's got, that's where he wants to focus his energy, working with the youth. He's a huge proponent of the Boys and Girls Club. And I do remember during that Duarte, during that lead up, he had Ryan down there in Dallas doing community work. I was like, yo, I like that. It was the complete opposite of that last that last lead up. That was horrendous.
The energy and the aura that surrounds them, right? By putting them in a more, you know, I guess a better setting, right? Where you could, you know, it kind of forces you to be, you know what I mean, adult like, you know what I mean, conduct yourself a certain way. You know what I mean?
I agree.
It's like, you know, influence, good influence.
No, for sure. And then, you know, like you said about the setting, you're gonna be around the children. You're going to be volunteering. You can't be in there lit and acting a fool. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're going to straighten yourself up a little bit more.
Right. Yeah, I agree, bro. So we time will tell. May 2nd, we'll be here soon, man. Real soon. You know. All right, we already in April. We know how quick these months been flying by. And we'll get to see just what they've been cooking up on and how you gonna look in this fight. We already know what their plans is after that. So I think these next several months or so of boxing could be interesting, especially after everybody get their whatever that next fight is right now. Like for the ones that ain't fought, the Tios, the Ryans, Devin, all of them. Yeah, man. I think that next fight for all of them get very interesting. Very interesting. So I'm looking forward to that, man. Definitely. We're gonna find out who's been who's been working and who's been chatting. You know, who been chatting and who been putting in that twerk. No. So what else, man? Something else. One more thing I was gonna talk about today, y'all. Something else. Real brief though. I had caught this on social medias. You know, I seen Edwin de los Santos. Man, I had a little exchange, some words with Kid Austin, Miss Schofield Jr. And he told him Shakur gives me credit because I at least made the fight was made possible. Unlike you that got scared and suddenly got sick. And I did much more than you. That's why I get credit for Shakur. Yeah, but De Los Santos had to check him, like, because they said Shakur giving Edwin credit because he fearful of him. I just think that's ignorant, man. He fought him, but he gave him credit because he actually, hung in there and didn't get completely out and thoroughly outclassed like most other people do, whether he was 100% or not. He respect what he was able to, hang in there with him, I guess, right? He's able to gauge and feel as though he got some skills. So, it is what it is. I don't think he's scared of him. I think that's foolish, man. But I do like the fact that he said something to Kate Austin. I like the fact that he's trying to speak in English, right? And that'd be an interesting fight if it could happen, but I doubt it. We already hearing about Keyshawn and De Los Santos though. But I like Edwin energy because he tagged Frank too a while back and was like, "Man, are you ready for this?" Like he on it, bro. Bro want to smoke. Honestly, say I like his energy, man. He don't got no picks, he ain't being selective with it. He want to smoke. He posted a picture of Ryo face all beat up saying he eliminated after the Russell fight. So let's see De Los Santos get back in the mix. We've been inactive since what was that last year, November? Something like that. Or was it before that? 23 November, something like that. So it's a while ago, but he gotta get back in the mix, man. Ryo versus Edwin 2 might be the next fight for both of them. If him and Keyshawn don't fight, but they was doing some negotiating, but I wouldn't be too surprised if it don't come to fruition. And it's not because somebody being scared. Rob, what it do, homie? How you feeling? Just it's a risky fight for it's a meaningful fight, but risky for De Los Santos coming back off the blood clots, the loss, the inactivity. He probably picked up some weight. Like I wonder how difficult is it for him to make 35 at this point since going through all of that since his last fight. Because he is young and grown. What is De Los Santos, 23, 24, one of them? So he young too. So I don't know. Man. I think he make good fights with either Ghost Martin or Keyshawn. I like to see either or. Obviously, he sounded like he wanted the Keyshawn fight. He got that posted on his Twitter, with the phone call with them. So, hey, man, anytime you got a fighter that's with the smoke and that want to fight, I can respect it and I rock with it, man. I like it, man. I think it's great for boxing. His energy is great for boxing. That's what you want to see. But we'll see, man. We'll see if he get his wish, though. We'll see if he get his wish with Keyshawn. If not, I don't know where else we'll exactly look to go with him. I don't know. Don't know exactly where they'll be looking to go with him. But we'll find out, man. We'll see.
Yeah. The way I see it is if he's asking for it, if his team can find a way to facilitate it, make it happen.
Mm-hmm. Right. So you got to add three birth certificate years with Edwin. So yeah, if they can find a way to put these fights together and make it a reality, I'm all for it. But we'll see. He's vocal. He seemed like he would all smoke, and I like the energy. But let's see what he looked like after the Shakur fight. We seen Core since then. We ain't seen no De Los Santos. We just been hearing about him, and now we reading tweets from him that's appearing to be in English. So him checking Kid Austin is pretty funny, man. You letting it be known. I earned my respect, little dude. You ain't get in there, so he don't respect you because you ain't willing to get in there. So you just got sick out of nowhere. Man, yo. That's funny, man. Edwin de los Santos calling for the smoke, man. So we'll see, man. But next up, we got we gonna build on that tomorrow. We got Tim Tszyu and Spencer coming up this week, man. So that's gonna be a good fight. Spencer in a tough one, man. I know it's gonna be a tough fight for him, but never know with Tim Tszyu losing the way he did. Let's see what he looked like. You know what I mean? Since losing, tried to position my baby. Oh, poison. Yeah, they tried to poison my baby. Yeah, right. Solid. They put the cream, the massage lady. That dude is crazy, man. Now all of a sudden, this golden boy got a plan for him. They get on my nerves, bro. The skulls get on my nerves.
That man was in the gym the next day doing squats with the dumbbells and everything.
You know
I'm
what I'm saying?
like,
Like, bro, ain't you sick, dude? Like, man.
And
what
at the end of the day, man, the fighters that don't have to.
Oh, what a fraud. I ain't gonna play that. I'll say that tomorrow. And shout out to Haney, man. I don't think his career over. Just he got to bounce back. May 2nd, he get a chance to do that. So let's see. He look jacked and ready to be at 47. Look like he belonged there. So hopefully his fight play out that way. It looked like he belonged. You said play the auntie skull. But salute to everybody, man. Appreciate my dog and McLean coming up here to build. Shout out to the family that continues to pull up and rock out with your boy. And hit that like button. Super chat, chat. Yeah, much appreciated.
I got to get me one of them Jusdueboxing shirts, man.
Oh, for sure.
I see Big Dre with this shirt. That joint is smooth. I like that, man.
Definitely shoot me a text or something, man. And anybody else that if you gave me a size, make sure y'all get in touch with me so I can get y'all the shirts, man. You know, your boy's gonna make sure y'all get y'all shirts. You dig? Yeah, dig. Edwin knows how to work social media again. Pretty funny. Yeah, funny dude. But yeah,
he's hilarious.
Bro, I got you. We put that together.
But Devin Haney, I'm gonna say this real quick before you bounce out here. Looking at that photo of him, looking at all the definition that this dude got in his physique. How in the world was he making 135? I know he was a young man, but goddamn, like he don't look like he should have been at 135. Like if you cut up like that at 147, he don't look blown up. He don't look bloated. Nothing.
Look like he been there.
Right, he looks strong as hell. He got a better physique than a lot of the guys that are at 147 currently.
If he
So I can only imagine what was being taken out of him.
Dude did say that, man, Haney gonna stop Ramirez. What if he do it? Bro, Big Hanos, 47. You know?
He might have messed around and been emaciated down there at 135 and 140.
Mess around and be strong now.
Strong as hell. Be like, where was this at?
Snack strong, you know. No,
that's 12 pounds he was cutting, man.
Man. So we'll see, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to my dog, Big Dre, and everybody else, man. Kyle, man. Be sure to take your pictures, man. Send it to me via social or text if you got my number, you know. So I can post y'all on the community wall. We're trying to get the, you know, the merch flowing, man. Let everybody, you know, be seen on the community wall, man. So again, salute to y'all. Appreciate everybody rocking out. Shout out to my dog and McLean coming up here rocking out. Y'all already know. Make sure y'all get with me. We're gonna make sure everybody's taken care of, you know. And again, man, y'all make sure y'all turn y'all notifications on. Hit that like button if you didn't, because y'all shorted me on the likes these last couple of days. I don't know what's going on. Hit the like button, y'all. It's free, you know. But again, much love to everybody. Appreciate y'all pulling up the build again. Shout out to everybody. Big shout out to the Queen Lisa, always supporting the grind. Everybody else as well. Big supporters of the channel. We're going to keep building. I make sure I see every last one of y'all tomorrow at 4 p.m. So with that, man, peace to the fam.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see him jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, his channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word him up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's going on? And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Jusdueboxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Jusdueboxing, the only unbiased boxing channel on YouTube, because